just saw Keena do that magician. Act. She bust up out of here so fast, like literally. She was like, "I'm good." Um. Hello, Sheri Berry. How are you? Sheri
I'm
Berry was just telling me a story about how she almost burned her house down like 5 seconds ago.
Mhm.
Like literally, almost burned her house down. So I'm like, oh, that's not good.
But her hair was safe.
Exactly. That was my main question. But how was the hair? Like that was the hair was never in danger. So I don't even what? It just said I got a message pinned to the top of my chat. I don't even know what that means. Okay, people. So it's feel like it's been a long time, but it has not been. I've been on videos all week, and I don't think I'm doing any more of the live walking videos. Y'all will get the cleaned up version of me sitting at the desk telling y'all about my walk because woo, walking, exercising Angie is not the business, people. She is not the business. She was like, whoa. And it wasn't cold this morning, but it was dreary and ugly. And so I was just ready to y'all can't even say hi. Y'all just come in like give me a reading right now and don't say nothing about it. Like just what's up?
Dang.
Hello
Hi,
people.
Martin.
Hello everyone. Um
Desperately need a message right now. Oh, okay. I desperately need a message
you
too.
don't desperately need a message. Like there's not regardless of what I say to you, it's not gonna change anything in your life. You can make your own decisions. You all have the same connection to spirit that I have. You just don't take the time to hone in. But we'll give you a reading once the in a little while. And don't put desperation on it because spirits don't like desperation, and neither do I. Well, I will read you shortly. We're just going to let the chat fill up a little bit. Keena's going to pin your comments. Um, please make sure that you list what your question is. Don't ask if the chat is open. Just type your question. Keena will pin your question, and then when it's your turn, she'll let you know, and she'll let you know when you're up next. Please be kind to Keena. If you're not kind to Keena while she's getting the chat ready, or being patient with her because she is manning about seven or eight platforms. If you're not nice to Keena, when she while she's getting the chat ready, I will skip over you. You just won't get read. So we do ask you to be kind. Also, do not get scammed. We do not inbox you. I do not inbox you. Sheri doesn't inbox you. Any of the guests that are on here, Don, Shauna, Alicia, Kim, we do not inbox you. We do not have time to be telling you to inbox us for readings. If you want a reading, you either come to our live where it's free, or you inbox us. Or you contact us through whatever our media channels are. We are not going to inbox you. So do not get scammed. I don't care if the page look exactly like mine. Believe me, I'm not coming in your inbox asking you anything. I don't feel no love and light towards you. Like, oh, I saw the light, you get an accurate. No, that is not me. Believe you me. I am not coming into your inbox or anything. Let me tell you this: the inbox is a kidnapping van. Don't let them put you in a kidnapping van. For all of you who don't know, I am doing the 100-mile challenge for St. Jude. Please, please, please go to my Facebook page. Check out my videos on YouTube. I am taking donations. I am walking 100 miles in December for St. Jude. I'm doing a little bit over 3 miles a day, about 3.4, 3.5 miles a day. Miss Sheri Berry is also participating. She is walking too. Keena in the background is walking. There's a lot of people that are participating. So please feel free to donate, to participate.
Calves hurt.
Mhm.
My calves hurt.
Oh my gosh, my thought. Listen, I was just telling you, like, because I worked last night at my other job, and then I got up this morning and walked. And so all that walking and every single day has been a lot. So please feel free to join in and on walking. You can just post how many miles you're doing per day. But it's just kind of to bring awareness to St. Jude, to raise money for donations, and to help us do something fun for fitness. I'm always doing something fun for fitness. We're looking at okay, we already got a troll who's asking you to go into their inbox. So Jennifer Hartman, can you please just go ahead and report that person, block that person, or whatever you need to do. Do not go into their inbox. That is not me. I am not going to okay, Martin, you don't have to tell us that you're gonna pass. If you're gonna pass, you could just exit the thing. You're not hurting my feelings, but have a good day, sir. Um it's just block that person and let them know that they're not going to, that you're not going to their inbox. Please do not go into their inbox. If you do, that's at your own peril. I am not asking you to go into the inbox, and I'm not associated with that person in any way, shape, or form. So please just do not respond to any of those people. And they're starting immediately. Like we literally just started 5 minutes ago, and there's already people trolling your page, asking you to come into their inbox. So please do not go into their inbox. Again, post your questions. Keena will pin your question. Once we get a nice list going, then we'll go ahead and start the readings. Sheri Berry has other plans later today, so we have to get this done in a couple hours. It was something else I was gonna say. Remember the little charcoal things we were talking about last week on the live? I ordered them and they have been on the way forever. Amazon is like, they're coming. If you want a refund, I'm like, I don't want a refund. I literally just want my product. Like, can you just please bring me my product? Then I also need to go get some more incense. I don't have any more incense. I couldn't do any burning.
How do you not have incense?
Exactly. I burn it religiously. Like I burn it. I probably burn it 3-4 times a day. Like I get up and burn one. Midday I burn one. Later I burn. I'm always burning incense. So I run out very quickly. Keena said, "You need your glasses today to see in the spirit." Yes, I do need my glasses today to see in the spirit because it's been a long road this week. But whenever they get here, Sheri, I will let you know. I just been waiting on them because I still got some more lemongrass that what'd you give me? Was it lemongrass?
What was rosemary and
the little
it was rosemary and other shit.
Yeah. So she gave me the lemongrass and stuff to burn, and the little charcoal thing burned up, so I'm not able to go ahead and do that. Hello, Quinn. Hello, Rochelle. Hello, Jennifer Hartman. Hello, Martin. Hello, I guess that's it. Miss Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Miss Wendy, how are you today? I don't know if you guys are in Arizona, but if you are, there is the Phoenix Psychic Fair today, and one of our fellow psychics, Miss Susan, is live at the Psychic Fair, so you can go there. You can have a free reading. I mean, not a free reading. You can go there and have a reading with her. It's $5, I think, to get into the Psychic Fair, and then there's all kinds of vendors there. You can pay for readings and or photographs and all kinds of stuff. There's so much neat stuff there. It's on Dunlap at the Sheraton in Phoenix. So if you're in the area, I think it goes until 5 o'clock today. So Miss Susan is there. If you have time, go ahead and go and check into that. Anything else happened for you good this week, Sheri, or today, or just whatever? Your hair just looks so thick and luscious today.
My hair, I washed it. I used a clarifying shampoo. I didn't put any conditioner in it. Nothing else. I've done nothing to it.
Hey, Tanisha, how are you? Tanya, you are very unwanted. You're unwelcome, and you're a leech. Do not come onto our page talking about, can you do a reading? Like, that's just rude. Like, who does that? Looks like Alicia's here. Alicia, let me know when you're ready, and I'll go ahead and bring you on. Exactly, Sheri. That's exactly how I feel.
There's other
Alicia,
things
let me know when you're ready. Girl, you know I got these glasses on. You have to send me a message. You know I can't see. Oh, okay, she says she's ready. I'm like, you know I can't see nothing. If your mouth is moving, I do not know. What did you pick up for dinner, Alicia? I heard you said you were going to pick up for dinner. Alicia, why are you sitting on the floor? Why is me and Sheri so high up? You know I'm sitting on the blanket because I'm short. But why you seem so low?
I'm on my bed.
I'm on my chair, on my altar that I tried to.
I'm sitting on the blanket because y'all know I'm short, and I'll be like, short.
I'm shorter than you.
I know. Well, I had to sit on the blanket because this chair was not doing it for me, people. Oh, you have Popeyes, girl. Me and Brenda had Popeyes yesterday. We tried the new chicken sandwich, the new Cajun one. I didn't like it. That new, whatever it is, I didn't like it. And my son said it tastes like fried chicken. and he don't like fries, the grocery store fries. He don't like their chicken. I love their chicken, but that just it was okay. It wasn't. I wouldn't buy it again, but it was pretty good.
We normally just get the tenders.
That's what he gets all the time. But
Like
I'll try
the tender
everything. I'll be
meal.
like, give me some tenders. Sometime I'll be like, give me a 4-piece wing. I'll be like, give me some popcorn shrimp. Give me a taco box. I'm just in there like, what you got this? What you got that? I'm greedy and I want everything. So I always want to give it.
Maybe. Is that better?
Oh, that's better. There you go. You don't look like you're sitting on the floor. Y'all, it was cold yesterday and wet. Like, I don't like it raining and I don't like it cold. But let me tell y'all, so I went to the mall yesterday because Miranda, he's getting inducted into the National Art Society. So we had to go buy a white shirt. And we go to the mall. It is people in there balling out of control. Just in there with 5, 6, 8 bags. I said the rent was due on like 3 days ago. Like, how's y'all in here just shopping like it ain't no tomorrow? Like literally just bags upon bags, and they was in there shopping. I was like, oh, y'all is doing it up in here because Miss Angie got a shirt, and of course we got some cinnamon bites because we ain't going to the mall and we ain't going to Wetzel's Pretzels without leaving them mall. So we did that. And then I came home and did them Leslie videos. Let me tell you this, people. Leslie Sanson, she is no joke. Wait, she wants a reading? Oh.
Yeah, she just texted me and I said, are you on the live? And she said, no, are you? And I go, yeah. And I said, but I'll do a reading. She goes, I'll jump on.
Oh, she wanted a personal reading from you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, there you go.
But then I said, come on the live and I'll do a reading for you.
Okay.
So
and then
she's gonna jump on.
Okay, that's cool. Great. Love it.
We love our mag.
We're getting our the chat is filling up. Hey Pam. Always love Pam. Pam said, I feel drawn to you. Love and light. Inbox me for an accurate reading.
I'm gonna start doing people
right
like
on time with Crystal last week. I was laughing so hard on Wednesday with me and Don. Me and Don had a good time. We went like 3 hours. It was just the right amount of time. The energy was good. We were laughing. And girl, when Don put that video up of him saying, let it go, I almost fell out my chair. That was the funniest thing ever. I was not expecting that. I was just done with Don for the rest of the day. But we had a good time. I want to say happy birthday to Ed. AZ Cactus he's probably out and about celebrating his birthday, but I want to say a special happy birthday to him.
Yes.
Woo, thank you all for your donations. I've gotten so many donations. So many people donated. Miss Pam, just so many people donated. I cannot remember all y'all names because I'm old, and as soon as I get done, as soon as I go from one subject to the next, I don't remember anything else. So I just don't remember what you said. Just thank you. That's it. Oh, so anything good happened to you this week, Alicia? I know you is coming off of that long benefits month, so you should be having a good relaxing week.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you smiling like that? You done got your back broke?
Nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Oh, like it. There is
nothing like it.
That is the truth. That is the truth, Ruth. All right, so we have a few people on the list. We can go ahead and I guess start doing some of the readings while we're waiting on the chat to continue to fill up. If we don't have a lot of people, then this will be short and sweet and just move it on. But for the people that are in there, we will go ahead and get started. I was just checking to see what else we have. Like Facebook is live, Twitch is live, YouTube is live, so we're getting in there. So we're going to go ahead and start the reading. So Keena, who's first? Oh, Jocelyn. Hi, Jocelyn. You want a love reading? You know what? I am, in the mood to do a love reading, and I'm not even mad about it because everybody's looking for a little love and romance for the holidays, and I'm with all them Christmas movies on Hallmark just make you want to cuddle up with some warm apple cider in front of the fireplace and just be loved on. And if you ain't got nobody to love on you, yeah, no, you're in the same boat that I'm in, shit. But if you do got somebody to love on you, let them love on you.
So I'm going to use playing cards today.
Oh yeah, I have playing cards too, and that was funny. She's when Sheri said she was gonna have them, I said, "Oh my gosh, Sheri, I was just noticing that I have my playing cards here too." I'm gonna leave the light years tarot for Miss Jaza because those are kind of favorable to love for me. If I don't get any word from them, then I'll go to True Heart by Rachel True because I love those. Oh, and my gosh, remember you had us do that one? You did me, my faith, and my potential, or me, my path, and my potential. I love that 3-card spread because you know I'm a past, present, future person. I like that that one. That was a good one for me. It took a long time for some of the cards to come up.
Chakra Spirit Tarot, you are a fucking douche wagon.
Oh
Let
my
me
gosh, they
fucking
just
tell
coming
you.
in. Listen, let me tell you. And I used to be so mad about it, but I'm just going to be like, you know what? Anybody who is being just go ahead and block them. But I'm in the same company as Oprah. Oprah had to make a video and be like, look, y'all, I ain't got no vitamins, I ain't got no gummies, I ain't got no weight loss or nothing. Stop asking me about them gummies. That is not me. I do not support that. That is not me. So just like Oprah, I'm not with it either. So oh, Johnson said her love life has been everywhere. Well, Johnson, that's better than my love life because it has been nowhere. It has been sitting in it is shipwrecked up on a deserted island, just waiting on somebody to come get me. Like, send help, please. I done typed that in. I done wrote that out in the sand. Send help, please. I done wrote it out in chakra stuff in crystals. Send help, please.
Yeah, in the mood for love readings. Got my mix on, so took some lime juice. Got me a Coke, took some lime juice.
Exactly.
There's a little bit of
just post your questions. You don't have to say if we're drawn. Just post your questions and we'll do it. Once the list is full, you'll know when it's full. So just type your question. Whatever you type, listen, whatever you type in there, that's what we're gonna post. So whatever English you use, whatever punctuation you use, that's what it's gonna be. So all the world gonna see how you typed your question. So remember that when you type your question, talk about little Bobby Joe and Susie Q and you. Okay. So make sure however you post your question. That's how we go type it. We don't clean it up. We just tag it. And when we come to your name, that's how we post it. So however you put it, that's what filthy. Exactly. Right. So Miss Jaza, if you guys ready, you guys can get started on Jaza anytime you want to. I was just giving my cards a little bit of a shuffle and getting some energy off it. So if you're ready, go ahead, Sheri.
Okay, so I pulled the 8 of spades, a black joker, and the jack of spades. And the spades actually kind of represents the sword cards. The spades represent tears, heartache, suffering, change, and woe. The 8 itself is shouting an argument, clearing the air, speaking your truth, and ending strife. The Joker is an unknown, and your Jack is rebel, bad news, backstabbing, untrustworthy lover. So I feel that you are questioning the person that's in your life, and I don't think that this particular person is good for you. I also kind of see a third party. I don't know why I feel like there's a third party involved in this. That is the party that is whispering bullshit in everybody's ears. I think you should cut bait and move on. I mean, these cards are really, really strong, saying that if you continue down this path with this particular person, that I just see heartache for you.
Alicia, if you're ready. I'm still trying to get her cards out.
And I know that's hard to hear. I don't like hearing that stuff myself. I just don't, because we all want to see that, we as women, make intelligent choices, especially when picking partners. Sometimes we get blinded. I know that I have. I'll admit that 110%. But I do see that there's a lot of conflict and controversy in this.
All right. I got celestial alignment. So usually it talks about the power within yourself. So my thing is exactly what are you manifesting when it comes to love? What are you speaking when it comes to love? What what are you accepting? Is it that you're accepting things that you shouldn't be accepting? Like the universe wants the best for you. And sometimes we entertain people we shouldn't entertain, and we think the universe sent them. But in actuality, we entertain somebody we shouldn't have in the first place. So are you in alignment, not just with the universe, but with yourself? What are you telling you that you're not going to put up with? What are your deal breakers? Are you ignoring those red flags that come up? Is this why well, I'll give them another chance, or I'll talk to them? Are you, and I look at this, are you in alignment with yourself, your beliefs, what you're willing to put up with? Is it that you keep, I'm gonna draw this line? Oh, what they okay, well, I'm gonna draw the line. Or is it they cross the line and that's it for you? So are you in alignment with yourself? Are you telling yourself, okay, this is a deal breaker, and it's actually a deal breaker? And it's so funny because the other card that I got was speak your truth. What are you manifesting? What are you when you communicate with this person, are you letting it known what are the deal breakers? What are the problems? What are the issues? Or are you saying, well, I mean, it's okay? Or are you making excuses instead of, you know what? I don't agree. You know what? I'm not putting up with this. Don't do that again. Don't do it again. And I'm not going to tell you this but one time. I don't like it when you ABCD, okay? And then when they ABCD again, you know what? I told you, that's it. Or I don't like it when you ABCD. They ABCD. Well, I don't like it, but I mean, as long as you're sorry. No, ma'am. Stop that. You ABCD, I'm ABC gone.
Okay, are you done, Miss Alicia?
I am.
Okay, so Miss Jocelyn, it took a long time to get them cards out, honey. But the first thing I heard was you like attention. Most of the dates that you go on there because you want the attention. We all like the attention. We like the admiration. We like for somebody to say we're pretty, that we're sexy, rub up on us, kiss up on us, all that. So you like the attention. You're not even necessarily into the man, and you take a lot of grief from them because you just want the attention. And let me tell you something. This is something that I heard from Steve Harvey and that I've seen over and over and over in my life. Men like standards. Have some. If you don't have a standard and you let them talk to you, if they say send me a picture and you sending them a picture, then that's what they go. That's how they go. Keep rolling with you. If you set a standard and you say this is what it is and that's what it is. If you say I got to be to work at 6 a.m., you don't answer on text message after 10, and they text you at 11, then you don't respond. You don't give them any leeway. You decide. So I did a past, present, future for you, and your past was that you're waiting on your ships to come in. This is the 3 of Wands. That means you've been planning. Oh, this is what I want my love life to be. This is what I'm hoping it'll be. I'm just thinking it's going to be beautiful. And then you just been waiting and waiting and waiting for your ship to come in, waiting for this love to come in, waiting for this gentleman to come in, but you're settling for whatever they give you. If he say, let's go to the movies, and then we end up bang, bang, bang in the car, that's what you go do. You have to tell them. I told this story so many times on the live. Me and my sisters were leaving the club one night. We were in the middle of the street, and this guy was just screaming all kind of vulgarities and blah, blah, blah. We didn't say anything. We kept on strolling to our car. When we got to our car, he caught up with us. He said, you ladies have a good night, because you decide how people respond to you. I could have turned around. I could have cussed him out, and I could have responded to what he was saying. I did not. I kept it moving, because that's not the level of entertainment that I like. So I kept it moving. When he got up to where we was, he raised his standard up to where mine was. Good night, ladies. You have a safe night. You make it home safe. And he kept it moving. You decide how people treat you based on what you accept from them. If you go let them talk to you anyway, that's how they're gonna talk to you. I've had to tell so many people, I'm a lady. You're not gonna talk to me like that. And if you don't understand that I'm a lady, then we don't have any more conversation. Not I'm sorry, not whatever. We're too old to be talking about some I'm sorry. If you're a grown man and you're a gentleman, like she said, I tell you one time, I'm not gonna tell you twice that I'm a lady. I'm not going to keep telling you that I'm a lady. We're too old to be explaining to a man how to be a man or how to treat me. I told you I'm a lady. If you don't know what that means, then we don't need to be together, because I'm not a teacher. I am. And if I don't want a project, I want a partner. I want somebody who's already ready to hook up and move forward with me, not somebody who's going to mold and shape and make it to who they're going to be. In my 20s, that might have been okay, but in my 40s, that's just not okay. We're moving forward. Your present energy is the 8 of Wands, which means the information is coming in, but it's also the 9 of Wands, which is the resilience. That means you've been through the battle, you've been through it all, you've been struggling, you've been waiting on it, you've been battle tested, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm just ready to be done. I've been beat up, I've been beat down, and this is spirit saying, hold on, you're almost there. You're almost at the 10. You got the 8 and the 9. Messages are coming that'll let you know that who you want is coming. And then they're saying, just, you're right there. Just don't give up. Don't give up on love, but don't give in to any fool either. That's what this is saying, be strong in who you are. Know who you are. When you define who you are, that makes me go like, hold on. Like the people that I've had to tell that I'm a lady, they either got it together or they got it going or they moved on. I'm not going to keep telling you. Then your future energy is the Knight of Wands. You got a lot of wands. That's a lot of creativity. Your first 4 cards were wands. That's creativity. That's passion. That's love. That's lust. That's all that stuff coming in there. Think about that. No, that's where you are. Spirit hears you. Do you hear spirit? You're telling spirit everything you want, but then you're not listening. And you're saying, oh, this is a test. This isn't a test. Every time you walk into somebody, it's not a test. You can't just be like, oh, spirit is testing me. No, you just falling for anything that's coming your way. So what they're saying is, don't come blaming us, talking about it's our fault we sent you this food. No, just because you bumped into him don't mean you had to talk to him. You keep it moving. So your future energy is the Knight of Wands, which is that passion. That's that person coming in, loving you, giving you what you want. And then it's the Sun. The Sun is one of the greatest cards in there. That, you know what I'm saying? That's the Sun. That's the universe shining on you, letting you know that you are going to be okay. So think about that. Everything that we're telling you, everything that each one of them told you, set a standard, stick to your standard, and don't let people talk to you any kind of way and treat you whatever kind of way. It's okay to date around, but date around on your terms. You don't have to fall for whatever they say or whatever they do. What I want you to know is you're worthy. You are more than what you're allowing them to give to you. Be worthy. Be the queen that you are. If you want this knight to come in and rush in with the love and give you all the things that you want, and you want this sun, you want this great all this greatness to come for you, that you have to be mentally ready to receive that. Don't keep saying that's what I want and then you don't know how to receive it. You know how to give love, but do you know how to receive love? Receive love, not just whatever they're going to give you. There's a difference between just receiving what is given and receiving love. You decide what that love is, and you decide whether you're going to move on or not. So, honey, it looks good for you. Your future energy is very good. Your present energy is painful. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to hold on. You're trying to maintain. So give it some time, and please be patient with yourself. Work on you. Like, I've literally stopped asking when and start saying, what's my next step? This is the love that I want. This is what you could tell your guides, your higher power, or whoever you pray to. This is what I want. I want somebody who's caring. I want somebody who's this. I want somebody who's that. But I even stopped saying that. I said, I want a reciprocated love. I want somebody who wants the same thing that I want, because I can say I want to be in love, and then spirit go be like, oh, okay, you want to be in love, but is that person in love with me? Or I can say I want to be in love with somebody who's in love with me, but they're not really ready for the relationship. They're in lust with me. So you define what you want. So I say I want a reciprocated love. I want the exchange, the give and take. Like I give, you know what I'm saying? We're giving and receiving. I'm not giving all of it and you're not giving all of it. We're understanding each other and learning and growing. So tell spirit, this is what I want. How do I get there? What is my next step? What do you want me to do in order to get there? This is what I want. I want marriage. I want kids. What is my next step? How do I get there? How do I heal the pain? How do I honor myself? How do I make me ready for a husband? That is something that you might need to ask. Keena said, ask who do you need to become to receive the love that you're requesting? Who do I need to be in order to receive that? How do I get from who I am now to who I need to be? Listen, I always tell people 10 years ago, Angie would have tore her husband up. She'd have cussed him out. She might have stabbed him. She might have fought, and we might have ended up both on cops with our hands behind our backs. 10 years ago, Angie was not ready. But this Angie and all the lessons that she has, she knows what it is to give and receive love. And so that's where she is. She's more communicative. She's more understanding, and she doesn't pop off. She don't need to say so much. So learn what you need, decide what you want, and then ask spirit, how do I become the person who's ready to receive that? So that's all I'm saying for you, Miss Johnson. I know that was long, but Spirit had a lot to say, but mainly because they want you to be more understanding and respectful of yourself. So that's what I got. All right. Anybody else got anything else for Miss Jocelyn? All right. Well, who's next, Keenan? That chat is filling up, y'all. It's 11 people ahead of y'all. So anybody else who get added to the list, it's already 11 people ahead of y'all. So don't come asking how many people ahead of me. It's just people ahead of you. Hi, beautiful girls. I like that already. You already got my vote right there. Can I have a message? And hello from Canada. Hey, Canada. It's a little bit cold in Canada, but I still love you.
What part of Canada?
She said, what part of Canada, Miss Rochelle? I like your name, too. I don't know why it just stood out for me. I love manifesting. All right, Shona, I love manifesting too. What is it that you're manifesting? I like manifesting good stuff, money, helping people, healing. So what is it that you are trying to manifest? Text messages.
We have 100 people in the chat today.
Oh, good. I like it. You guys can go ahead on Miss Rochelle when you want. I'm trying to figure out what cards I want to use, or if I'm just going to receive a psychic message for Rochelle. Can I get a message? And I assume you just mean a general message because you didn't put a topic. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, what's for your greatest sign? It's good. I immediately heard you should go to the mountaintop, or you're almost at the mountaintop. So I feel like you've been working on a goal, or there's something that you're trying to get to, and they're saying you're almost at the mountaintop, which means that you're close to reaching the top of where you want to be. I hear business. So is there a business that you're trying to start, or is there a business goal that you're trying to reach? Let me see. I heard the word goal because they're showing me like a pot, and they're showing me the little markers as you reach the goal. So so there's something that you're trying to accomplish at work. Are you trying to make it to a managerial position at work? I hear you're almost at the top. Don't give up hope. It won't be by Christmas. I do hear that. And then looks like 2023, January 2023, whatever it is that you're striving for work, like whatever new position you're trying to get to, you'll get. I don't know if you just applied for something or if you're thinking about applying for something. If you just applied for it, it looks like it's a go on you getting it. If you're thinking about applying for it, go for it because it looks like the heavens are in your favor for you getting it. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands, which for me is new. That's good news. That's business. That's creativity. That's material things. That's all things that have to do with business. So I'm seeing a good thing in the business world. So I don't know where you are with that. You're not responding. So I don't see any messages from you. So I hope, are you still here? Because we're giving you this nice little reading. And if you're not here, then we're just going to go ahead and skip.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask to be added. Just post your question and Keena will pin your question. So just post your question. That's how you get added to the list. Post your question. If the list is still open, then Keena will add you to the list and she'll let you know. But be patient with Keena as she is on about 7 platforms trying to get everybody added. Hey, Crystal. Do you guys have anything for Rochelle?
I did, but is she here?
Rochelle, are you still here, honey bunny? Once we move past you, we were not coming back. Ain't no, I was here, I didn't hear you, blah, 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 blah. We've called your name several times. I think Keena added you to tell you you're on the list. I've already given you a short reading. You haven't responded, and so there's no need in them going to their people if you're not here. All right? Oh, and she had cards for you, so sorry for you, Miss Rochelle. Jennifer Hartman Cooper. She wants to know what is coming up for her, so you guys can go ahead and get started on her. I assume you mean here because you didn't give a time frame, so I assume you mean what's coming up for you in 2023. Jennifer, are you still here? We need to know that you're still here. If you're not responding, we're not going to start your reading. So, Miss Jennifer Hartman, are you still here? And if you left, I wouldn't even, I would understand because the trolls was tagging you back to back to back to back. Every time I look, it was inbox me, Jennifer, inbox me, Jennifer. So I know they were getting on your nerves and we're sorry about that. But if you're still here, Miss Jennifer Hartman, let us know so we can go ahead and do your reading. If not, we're going to move past because we're not going to keep doing readings for people who are not here.
She's here.
Are you about to go once? Oh, yep, she's here. Go ahead. Here. Oh, yes, like Crystal said, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the like button, most definitely share. We love for you guys to share and let other people know that we're here. Or tag some people. You guys can go ahead. Thank you, Joe, for Joe Kenzo. Oh, I like your name. I don't know, it's different. I like it. But you guys can go ahead and get started on Jennifer. I'm going to try to do I don't know. I'm going to do something. Okay. Okay, that's way too many cards. Oh,
okay. So I am pulling from a plain deck of cards. I am doing hoodoo readings. So I got the Ace of Clubs, which is kind of a wands type of card. I got the 8 of Diamonds, which is Pentacles, and the 7 of Diamonds, which is Pentacles. And says that it's solitude, competition, take your time to evaluate, alone, always, not always lonely. So it seems like in your past that you've kind of taken your time to evaluate your situations, and I'm feeling that this is a financial situation that you're trying to come into or understand your finances in a way. I also hear that with the 8 that you're dealing with people that are gossipy and that are trying to bring you down in a work environment, and that you don't need to listen to them. Their opinions of you are not your business. And I know it has an effect on you because I feel kind of a sadness when I'm reading this card. And then the 7, it says there's lies and deceit. So You know your truth. You know who you are, and speak your truth. Speak who you are. That's super important. And we as women, we're taught as small women to small children to be catty and shitty to each other. Be like, what was that song? What was that song? Becky, look at her butt. Oh my God. But we shouldn't be like that. And it's disgusting and sickening to me. I still kind of get caught up in it, but I made a pledge to myself not to do that. That's how Angie and I became friends, because I made her hug me. But don't listen to the naysayers. You know,
No,
you know
that's
your truth.
Sherry's not telling the truth. When she met me, she said Spirit said ultimatums don't work. I'm like, whatever. You could tell Spirit to go to. No. But that was the first thing she said to me. Spirit said ultimatums don't work.
And then I adjusted your crown.
And then she gave me a hug because she knew, well, Spirit knew, and they told her I needed a hug.
But it saddens me that there are still some women that practice this. But I am getting the fact that these people are gossipy and that it's a female energy and it's perpetuating the situation. But you know your truth and you're going to come out triumphant from it. So just keep doing what you're doing and you're going to be good. That's what I'm getting.
All right, Miss Alicia. I'm just looking at this beautiful purple eyeshadow that Sherry has on.
That's a lot of work. I do this work for you guys.
All right, go ahead, Miss Alicia.
Okay, what I got first card is the Two of Swords, so that's letting me know
that's that nice you zero deck.
Yeah, you know it.
Don't you love it, girl?
So that lets me know that you're in a stalemate because some type of decision that you're trying to make. So surrounding this decision, Spirit is saying you have everything in you to make the decision and manifest the outcome. So what are you doing? Are you taking action or are you depending on somebody else to make the decision for you? Don't depend on somebody else because the outcome may not be what you want it to be. So you have everything inside of you to make that decision. The outcome of the decision I see is going to go your way, but it definitely depends on your actions, if that makes sense. So I see a decision that has to be made, or you're in the middle of a decision that you have everything to make the decision. Don't depend on somebody else to make it for you because it might not come out the way you want. And then everything should be gravy. That's depending on your actions, and not letting other people make that decision for you.
I didn't get a lot of messages for you, Miss Jennifer. All I got was you're going to get back what you give out. Are you give whatever you're putting out there karmically? That's what you're getting back. If you're putting out good karma, you're putting out good thoughts, and you're being nice and treating people right, then that's what you're receiving back. I did not get a lot of energy for you, so I'm not going to pretend like I got a lot of information on you. Your energy is very hard to tap into, and I just don't fight with spirit. If it's hard to get in, I just don't try to get into it. But what I did here was you're going to get what you give out. So if you're giving out good and good energy and treating people right, then that's what you're going to receive back. So that's all I got from Miss Jennifer. Who's next, Keena? Keena will post the list shortly. If you're on the list, you should have received a message on your platform that says you are on the list. So check the messages in the platform because Keena at you on your platform. So whatever platform you're on, that's the platform Keena at you and said you're added to the list. So check. You cannot keep going back to keep saying, are you on the list? Are you on the list? She already took the time out to say you were added to the list. So if you did not get an app from her saying that you're on the list, then no, you're not on the list. Can I have a general reading? I kind of feel
Quinn Davis.
not in a bad way. That's because you won't make a decision. I immediately felt like I was presented 4 or 5 doors and I have to choose a door and I'm refusing to choose a door and just hoping that somebody will just knock me through one of the doors. So that's how they showed me. They showed me 4 different doors for you, and then you're standing there and you won't make one and you're hoping that some magical hand will come behind you and just push you through to make a decision because you don't want to make the decision and then deal with the consequence of what your decision is. And that's how I see it. That's not me knowing anything about your situation. That's just me telling you exactly what I saw when I saw it. So you are floating, but that's because you won't ground yourself and make a decision. If you just decide, then you'll be on more stable ground. You'll open the door, and then whatever's on the other side of the door is what you'll have. But what I'm getting is that you won't make you have multiple options and you haven't decided. So you're like, oh, well, I don't know what spirit wants me to do. They want you to do whatever you want to do. Everybody thinks that, so if spirit just came here and wanted you to be a robot, then what would be the purpose of you having free will? You're supposed to co-create. You tell spirit what you want, and then they work on helping you to get there. I think from religion, we've been conditioned to think, oh, whatever God tells me to do, that's what I'll do. But you have to have some indication of what you want to do so that spirit knows how to help you get there. So the first thing I would do if I was you is ask, how do I get from here to where I want to be? But you have to know where you want to be in order to get there. So you can't just be like, oh, well, whatever happens, happens, or whatever spirit wants me to do. This is what I want. Spirit, how do I get from where I am now to there, whatever that is? Don't ever be ashamed to let spirit know what you want. And so that's what I'm hearing. Don't be ashamed to tell us what you want. Just say it. Whatever direction it is, this is your life, this is your path, this is your purpose. Just go ahead and decide to do it. So that was the first message I got for her. But you guys can go ahead because I'm going to pull some cards too.
So my question is, when Angie was saying
one more question. She said, I'm just taking it day by day. How is that? Like, that just means that when you wake up in the morning, whatever happened, you don't have no plans for the future. You don't have this is what I want. It's just, I'm taking it whatever day by day. So you don't have no plans for the future. You don't have no outlook. You don't have no desires, just whatever.
The way I pull the cards is because she's not tapping in. And I don't know if she doesn't want to tap in because of the way she was raised, she's scared to tap in. But the 2 cards I pulled is number 1, Marie Laveau. She was voodoo in New Orleans and good juju. So basically, this card tells me that you have a spiritual inheritance of knowledge that's just ready. They're just ready to drop it on you. But are you ready to receive it? That's the thing. And that's probably why you're just going day by day. So basically it's a spiritual knowledge inheritance that I basically see. Basically, they have this gift and they're on the other side and you're on the other side of the door and you keep walking to the door and then walking away, then walking to the door and then walking away. And somebody has this gift for you, but you won't walk through the door. Then from my New Orleans deck, I pulled spiritual knowledge, which basically confirms that
that third eye is beautiful. First of all, put that card back up there because it looked like a maze and then the eye in the middle. I love the way that imagery is beautiful.
Yeah, because the way she says it's like she's going through that maze every day. And basically, that's what I'm getting. It's just they're ready to gift you. They're ready to gift you, but you won't tap in or you won't go through that door to receive the gift.
I have one more thing. Spirit is saying, are you tapping into your resources? Last night I dreamed about your mom. Your mom came to me in a dream. Your mom, Sheri, came to me in a dream to help me in a situation that I was in. It was a weird situation. Like, this person was stalking me and trying to attack me. So I ended up killing this person. And then your mom came to me in a dream to help me dispose of the body. Now, don't worry about Listen, that ain't the point of the story. I'm just saying your mom came to help me. So that's a resource that you need to tap into. You know what I'm saying? They're saying tap into your resources and make sure you're using all the light your help. Your mom came to me in a dream to help me out. I don't even know what the issue is yet, but whatever it was, her and Sabrina came to me. So you know that's some stuff. Sabrina and Sheri came to me and they was like, look, we about to start this fire. We about to have a barbecue. And they just looked at me like the grill is ready. Go ahead. And we was about to barbecue this person. But all I'm saying is she came to me in a dream to help me. So she's coming to me in a dream to help me. And I'm just, little old me. Think about what she'd do for you. And you are her, you are from the fruits of her loins. So that's all I'm just saying. But go ahead, Miss Sheri Berry.
So again, I'm pulling from my plain deck of cards, and I did get the 7 of spades, the 4 of diamonds, and the 10 of spades. So the 7 spades are swords, and 7 is about apathy, which says blood, tears, war, violence is not far away, and strength and victory. So there's like you're fighting something within yourself, and you need to get out of your way. You need to come to a decision within yourself. As the 4 of diamonds, it says in need of money, information, or waiting for abundance. And so it kind of resonated. I think it was Angie or Alicia, you just said that you're waiting. You're just sitting there. You're waiting for something to happen to you. You're not taking the initiative. You're not doing it for yourself. So that's you right now. You need to do the work. It's time. Otherwise, you're just going to keep this perpetual ball of nothing. And then I got the 10 of spades, which is deep grief. The worst is over. On the other side of the pain. So if you continue to sit here, you won't get out of here, which is the deep grief and moving on. So again, we're all telling you to move it forward. And oh my gosh, are we drinking already?
Wait, who drinking? Wait, what? Well, hello, person. Listen, I'm telling you, it's gonna be for real. Bloop, 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 bloop. If I start drinking, honey.
If we're all 3 telling you to shit or get off the pot, and I'm using a new strategy that I've never used before, and I'm learning to read these, and I'm telling you, shit or get off the fucking pot.
Oh, you got a 4. The diamonds is what?
The diamonds are pentacles.
4 pentacles.
Okay. What are the wands?
The wands are clubs. Clubs.
Yeah.
And these are swords.
Okay.
And see now, my thing is and my aspect is spiritually. Like she need, like you said, do something.
Shake it up.
Yeah, because Spirit has been trying to contact her for a while.
Yeah.
And you keep coming to us for answers, and we don't have, and I think that's why we hardly have any for you, because Spirit wants to give you those answers
themselves.
Your spirit guides, your angels, your answers, everybody wants to give you the answers.
You heard that. I heard it's in your bloodline. You either gonna walk into that bloodline or you gonna walk away from that bloodline, but you have to choose. You can't jump in and out of it. Or you go do it or you're not. Like you said, shit or get off the pot. I did Miss Sheri's famous 3-card spread, Me, My Path, and My Potential, and your you is walking away. Literally, it's moving on. It is the 8 of Cups. That's walking away. This is somebody walking away, like I'm over and I'm done. And that's correct. You at least did that, because I know your situation. I know you at least did that. Moving on. So that is currently you. That is so you. You're moving on. You're with it. Your path is community. What did I say? Your mom came to me in a dream. Are you using your resources? Are you tapping into the resources that you have? You have live resources, you have dead resources, you have spiritual resources. This is community. This is people. Not necessarily, some people call it the marriage card, but this is community. This is people you can tap into. This is resources. This says happy family reunion, coming home, celebration, surprises. This is you, teamwork. This is you tapping into your resources and getting the help that you need in whatever way. Sometimes it's just a good word. Sometimes Keena can speak a word into me. Alicia can speak a good word to me. Sherry can speak a good word into me that means more than anything, that any other material thing that somebody else can give me. Sometimes it's just hearing something that make you go, I never even thought of that way. You know what I'm saying? So speak a good word. Sometimes it's just talking to somebody and listening to what they have to say. So that's your path. Your potential is having foresight, planning. This is 3. This is another wand. This is 3. You already passed the planning stage. You know what you want. This is you waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for things to start moving. But they're saying is you need to get out there. You need to do something. What they say, prayer without works is dead. So you just gonna keep praying and praying and praying. And the Lord said, go and go and go, and you ain't gonna do it. And it doesn't mean that you have to make a drastic move. Sometimes people think it's a drastic move. Sometimes it's making a phone call. Sometimes it's sending an email. Sometimes it's writing a letter. Sometimes it's sending a text message. It's not always a drastic move. I have to move here. I have to do this. I have to do that. Sometimes it's a very simple thing. It's just committing to the move. Like that was one of the things the Spirit told me, commit to the move, commit to the move. You keep saying you want to move, commit to the move. Show us that you want to move. Put your notice in, commit to the move, commit to the move. So sometimes it's just make a small step. You don't have to do a very large thing. It's just making a decision in one way or the other. I'm leaving, I'm staying. And when I say leaving or staying, that could be in multiple areas of your life. I'm staying at this location. I'm staying at this job. I'm leaving this job. I'm staying this job. It's so many different areas. So when we give you advice, don't just zero it down to one. And I've been known to do that. The last time we were in class, somebody was like, "Oh, you're tired. You're tired." And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not tired. I'm getting out walking." But I had to go back and rewind and be like, "Oh, tired of waiting. Tired of Spirit taking so long." So I was tired. I was mentally tired. I was spiritually tired. So when we give you advice, take them in all 4 areas that you can get them: mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Which one of these does it fit? Or does it fit in all 4? It does not have to be one area of your life. So what we're saying is, this is saying you need to have some foresight. You need to have some movement. You need to have some planning. You need to be ready for what's coming in for you. Are you ready to receive? And if you don't know, ask Spirit, am I ready to receive the things that I've made plans for? If I'm not, how do I get from where I am to ready to receive? How do I get from where I am to ready to move on? Like totally ready to move on. And sometimes it takes a longer time. What is my next step? What's my next step in the last couple of weeks? And they just told me to wait, or they showed me the Temperance card, because sometimes your next move is just to be patient and wait for it to happen. But sometimes it's to move forward. But you have to know by communicating with your spirit guides, by you getting in that one-on-one conversation. Like, we can give you our interpretation on it, but what I'm doing is filtering through the messages that I receive through the limited database that I have, and I'm only giving it to you as best as I know, based on the experiences that I've had and the information that I receive. When you get it from Spirit, you might receive it a different way. So sometimes it's better to get rid of that middleman and just go straight to your higher source. So either way, you are on the right path. You just need to communicate more this way with Spirit instead of this way with the world. Like, what is it that you want me to do? How do you want me to move forward? And then listen. Don't just keep asking, because let me tell you the one thing that will get on Spirit's nerve, or more than anything, asking the same question over and over again and not listening to what they say. Because my people will be like, I already answered that question. I'm not going to answer that question. Like Keena said, decide what you want to, reject everything that doesn't look like it. Let me tell you something. Same thing with love. If I tell you that I go to bed at midnight, or that I got to be to work at a certain time, and you text me after that, I'm rejecting everything that don't look like that, because everything that happens after 10 o'clock, I'm not answering. You'll see me tomorrow. And after a while, you're going to be on the block list because I done told you. So you decide what you want. So I hope that helped you, Miss Quinn. And I hope that you get a greater connection with Spirit.
She said, how do I connect? And I was going through my she asked, how do I connect on here? And I was just shuffling my New Orleans deck, and basically, seems like you're gonna be a dreamer.
Also, we've been praying our whole life. We've been in church our whole life. You just talk to your spirit people. That's how I do. I literally just be like, hey, when I woke up this morning from that dream, I said, hey, was there anything significant in there? What is the message that you want me to get there? Is that my shadow self? Just ask questions. You came to us to ask questions. How do you think I'm connected with spirit? I go right to them and I read your question. What information do you have for Quinn? What do you want her to know? So I ask immediately. How you get any question asked, you ask. You don't assume that they know what you want and they're just going to tell you. You just ask. That's how you connect. You ask. You can write in your journal. You can sometimes you receive, like if you're sitting there, you're like, dang, I really want to watch Imitation of Life. There's a message in that movie for you, girl. Imitation of Life. Did I say it? Did I say it? You watch that movie. There's a message in there for you. You hear a song. I woke up every day for 3 days, and the Janet Jackson Again song was playing from the what's the movie with Tupac?
Poetic Justice.
So I had to go listen to that song and read the lyrics. There's different ways to connect. Everybody thinks that God is gonna be like, Angie, go left. Angie, go to the bank and talk to Paul, and he's gonna give you the loan. No, it's not like that. It's so many subtle ways. Literally, when we heard God talks to you in a whisper, and then it gets louder and it gets louder. It is literally that. There are soft things that you hear. Maybe you see a butterfly all the time. Butterflies to me are transformation. If I see butterflies, then I know that there's a transformation that I'm going through. I've been seeing in succession 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. So the numbers are going up. To me, that's acceleration. That's a forward movement up. So there are subtle signs that you have to understand. The signs that work for me aren't the signs that work for you. So the way you connect is you just ask the question. Like that is one of the things that we were telling somebody on Wednesday night, me and Don, go to sleep with a question in your mind. Just be like, Spirit, how do I connect? How do I reach you? Or you tell Spirit, come to me in a dream, come to me in a song, come to me however you want to. Again, I've told the story repeatedly. When I wanted to talk to our cousin Waddell, you know what I did? I got my journal out and I wrote, Dear Waddell, and every day I just summarized my day. Today was a shitty day. Today was a good day. Today I missed you. Today was whatever. Today. And then that's what I did. I kept doing that until he came to me and he was like, hey, Angie, blah, blah, blah. And so he connected to me. It's not as hard as we see. I think TV distorts how we receive and, get to God or get to our higher power or get to our family members. And it's just not that hard. You just literally ask a question, write and be ready to receive. I think that's what most of people's problem is. You discredit all the ways that they're receiving. If you all of a sudden start thinking of your grandmother like, dang, I really want a pound cake. What's with that pound cake? What is the memory? What's your first memory of that pound cake? What is your first memory of cooking that? How did she introduce it? There's a reason that you're receiving all of these things. There's a reason that I had that dream last night. I haven't figured out what it was, but maybe we go dispose of a body in a couple of months. I don't know. You ain't hear that from me. All right, now, Keena, who's next?
She's dealing with the troll that I'm giving lewd things to.
Oh, Lord Jesus, the trolls, Lord, what can I do? Listen, Spirit, what can we do? Listen, can you just put a shield around us and get rid of these trolls? Can you shut down whatever device that they're on that is creating this madness? Most of them are bots. Keena has actually looked up some of their page, and when she goes back, it's just a bot. Listen, if you people were to use your skills for something good instead of trying to create these troll bots, then you really probably could make some good money. Because if I knew how to do this troll bot stuff, you think I'd be sending messages, something like inbox me now, like my name is Cleo. Did y'all see there's a Miss Cleo special coming out?
When is it? December 15th?
I don't know, but it's coming out. Is it on Netflix or Hulu?
I think it's Hulu.
One of them, yes. It's a Miss Cleo's special coming out. I'm going to watch it because I got her cards right here.
I think I'm going to order her cards.
I have her cards, girl. They was so cheap. They was like $7, $8, and I got them. And one day they wasn't working. I kept saying, Miss Cleo, like, what's up? And I was like, well, why aren't you talking? And so she literally, spoke back like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But I had to be like, hey, what's the problem? Like, I'm trying to connect to these cards. Do you not want me to use them, or do you want me to or not? Hello, last name Foster. It's good to see you on the live. Hello, Miss Abigail Wright. I'm not sure if you made it to the list because Keena said the list was closed. So if you're not already scrolling against the bottom, you probably missed the list today, honey bun.
It filled up
It's
quick
good to see
today.
you.
It filled up quick today.
It did fill up quick today. And Shauna will be back on in the morning. So if you missed with us, then Shauna will be on in the morning.
Tea time with Shauna is at 10 Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Because I am horrible with the time conversion, but there you go.
I'm East Coast, so I'll let y'all know. 10 a.m. Eastern is Shauna. Tea time with Shauna.
Oh, here's another Shauna Love. Will I be a mom soon?
Now
I don't do pregnancy questions.
If you mean ever, then yes. I immediately got a yes. If you're pregnant right now, then I don't know. But if when I read the question, I got when I said, "Will you be a mom?" I got a yes that you will eventually. I know that you're pregnant now. That's not what I got.
Okay, so in doing playing cards, red is yes and black is no. So I pulled a red yes. How soon is soon? You didn't give me a timeline. Soon could be.
Is that a yes, Alicia?
It's a yes, but all I asked was, would she be a mom? I did not ask any type of time frame.
Right. I also heard Spirit say, Miss Shauna, are you ready? Are you ready to be a mom? Like, you have to consider everything that goes along with being a mom. Are you ready for how much daycare may cost? Like, daycare is like $200. I mean, $2,000 a month for a little infant. Are you ready for the formula? You know, there's a formula shortage. Are you ready for that? Like, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, I can't get no formula. Well, are you ready? Are you ready for the form? Like, is there a shortage in the area you are? Are you ready for that? Are you ready for the physical things that is going to happen to your body, the mental that's going to happen to your body? Are you in a stable relationship where you're ready to bring a baby into that? A stable relationship, not a relationship that you're trying to save. So, and I'm not saying that any of these things are true in your situation. Spirit is just telling me to let you know that these are all the things that you have to consider. Being a mom is a very hard thing. My child is 16 and I still be like, Lord Jesus, what did I do? Like, what did I do? Because there is a different level of crazy that you enter, and there's also a different level of fear that you enter. Like, every time your child leaves the house, every time your child gets in a car, every time your child, is not in your sight, there's a different level of fear. So are you ready for all the things that have to do with parenting? Not just, I want to hold a little bundle of joy, because that little bundle of joy want to eat at 2:14 in the morning, and I just want to sleep at 1:37 in the morning, honey. So be sure that you're ready for all the things that are associated with being a mom. And so if you are, I do get yes, but I don't get a time frame. So yes, I don't see that there are any physical limitations to you having a child or anything like that. So I got a strong yes when I read if you're going to be a mom.
Honey.
But again, the same thing we've said to everybody else. I want to be a mom. What do I need to do to go from where I am now, not a mom, to being a mom? So ask Spirit to help you prepare. What do I need to do in order to be ready to be a mom or to be a mom? Those are the things that you need to ask your spirit guides. Like, I think that you're kind of at the place that I was a couple months ago. When? Like, I wanted to know when, and I stopped asking when because Spirit kept being like, it's coming. And Lord, help me one more time if I have to hear it's coming again. And I started saying, well, let me change up my question. What do I need to do? What is my next step to get to where I want to be? This is what I want. How do I get there? So this is what you can pray for. This is what you can ask your higher power. I want to be a mom. What is my next step to getting there? How do I prepare my body, my mind, my spirit for that journey? So that is the one thing that I would ask Spirit next.
Honey.
Oh, she's in Ghana.
Honey.
Is that
Guyana.
Guyana. Girl, let me take these glasses off first of all. See, okay.
Guyana.
There is a Y in there. Okay.
Honey, because like you said, a different level of crazy. Honey, I fought 8 months. I was fighting at 8 months pregnant.
Moving car and put my finger through a windshield for my baby, but that's just a different level of crazy.
I was fighting at 8 months pregnant. Different level of crazy.
Different level of crazy.
Different
Are you
level.
mentally ready for that? Oh, she said you act one way when you pregnant and another way when the baby get here. Let me tell you. Listen. Miss Irene is not playing. She is the
She
truth.
Because it's a whole bunch of times I had to be like, I can't have no record. I got a baby. And my child will go back to Michigan if I
really
get a record.
do have to think your thoughts. Like, should I really bash this person head in? Okay, nope. Let me go ahead and step back. Who gonna raise my child if I have to go to prison for the next 25?
And my baby for prison. Who gonna bring me some cigarettes to get Big Rosie off me?
And then who gonna raise this baby that I wanted so vehemently? I wanted this baby so bad. Who gonna take care of this baby? That's all I just wanted to know. So that's all I'm saying. But Miss Shauna, I'm glad that you're laughing, Miss Shauna, because that's all we want you to do is have a good time and know that is all love. But we do see a good. Come back in the night and let us know. I see a little girl. Do you want a little girl? Because I literally see little pink dresses and little curls. Let me tell you something. While I was in the mall yesterday and I saw all those pretty little Christmas dresses, them little red dresses and them little gold dresses with all the little beads and pretty stuff for like 14 seconds. As I walked by them dresses, I was like, oh my God, a little girl would be nice. But then I was like, no, thank you. Not another little me. Absolutely not. Hell to the no.
I can't do another little you. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you. Let me tell you, because that's what I got. I got me.
Yeah, exactly. Not another me. Praise the Lord.
I can do another
little girl. So I do see a little girl. I honestly don't know when, but it will be coming. But I'm just saying. Listen, 14 seconds. I was like, oh, that dress is beautiful. Then I thought, oh my God, she gonna want her nails done. She gonna want her toes done. She gonna want to eat all the time like I do. I had to comb that hair. I gotta wash it. I don't even like washing my own hair. You think I want to wash all her hair and do all that stuff? Oh, you know what? That just made my hair hurt. Praise the Lord. Who's next, Tina? Just who's next?
Just like me. Woo.
Listen, my son Brandon. Listen, we get a haircut and they line him up and I'm just good. I ain't got to do nothing else. He don't even care how he look. Just
half the time, I used to have to just walk away from her because she sounded just like me. So instead of, I'm like, I can't hit her in the mouth. She sounds exactly like me.
I can't live my life like that.
And I just had to walk away. Sometimes I just shrugged my shoulders and I would just walk out the room like.
Also, let me tell you this, Miss Shauna. Let me tell you, you got to take 75 items with you when you leave for a baby. You need a stroller, you need a car seat, you need another change of clothes, then you need another change of clothes, another change of clothes. Then you need bottles, the little boop things that go in their mouth. You need blankets, you need wipes, you need, all kinds of stuff. Listen, my purse be too heavy sometimes. I got to carry this baby, that bag, and my purse. That's just too much. All right, Keena. Wait, Keena said it was a technical glitch. What happened? Keena, I see you on the phone. Ain't no technical glitch. You was chatting.
No, she was telling me technically I could hit her in the mouth. Talk about lay, because I said I couldn't hit her when she was a teenager because she sounded just like me. I would just have to walk away sometimes.
Exactly, Shauna. See, you ain't even thinking about that. Listen, when you pack a kid, and you have to pack the bag every day. Like you can't just pack the bag and then it be every single day. You have to repack the bag over and over and over. You got to wash all them bottles, and you need a bottle warmer, or you got to breastfeed. Listen, and diapers. Have you seen what a case of diapers costs lately? I'm just saying, Miss Shauna. I ain't trying to discourage you, but I am trying to mentally prepare. Because when you go in the store and you be like, yes, can I get a case of number 2s? And they be like $47.50. You be like, excuse me? That's all I'm just trying to say. Make sure you look into all of that before you decide to be like, boop, boop. And then if you get a child's father who's just not mentally prepared, you got to raise the child and the daddy. Lord help the child. Can't do it. Oreo. Okay, Nana Makimbe Nana Makimbe wants a love reading. All right, so you guys can go ahead with the love reading and start that. I'm gonna let Miss Cleo talk to Makimba. I immediately heard tradition. Like it's like you know how you get a certain age and in your culture, it's like, oh, you're 30, you're not married. Oh, you're 35, you're not married. Oh, you're 25, you don't have no kids. I feel like you're along that timeline in your life where you're like, this is a stage where I should have been married, or I need to be married, or I need to be prepared to get married, or I need to have some prospects. So there's a little bit, not necessarily of desperation, but a little bit of desperation
If
on.
she's still here.
Oh, are you here, Makimba? Exactly, Miss Irene. She said diapers and pull-ups, $30 and up, and wipes. Let me tell you. Listen, a case of wipes last night. I was like, this box is heavy. Woo! Child, that's a lot. Okay, so it doesn't look like this person is here, so we just gonna go to the next person. Listen, and I know how to get to these things. Let me see. Kina got rid of her. So next is Dominique K. So Dominique, are you here? And once we pass you, we are not coming back because we done asked you 5, 6, 25 times. So
Oh, Dominique said, I'm here, honey. She
that's
said,
what
I'm here.
Now, I like you, Dominique. We're gonna keep on moving.
Dominique said, I'm here.
Ain't nobody got time to be waiting. Okay, Miss Dominique wants, it's a love. Oh, well, praise the Lord with the love. Everybody want to be loved. Listen, Dominique, I want to know about love too, and ain't nobody that told me nothing. I done asked these two right here about love, and they don't see nothing in my future. It's a clear crystal ball. Like the ball ain't even got no smoke in it. Ain't nobody coming my way. Lord help the child.
And Keena want me to move out there. No.
Not if you're looking for a fat baby leg.
Absolutely not.
Wait a minute, Keena, why you go back to her? Oh, she back? See? All right now.
Wait a minute, where was she?
Right, because we've been calling your name for the longest. All right, Makimba.
Okay. So
all
we
right,
know Dominique was here. And
now I gotta go back to Miss Cleo and be like, is it Nana as in Nana, or is it Nana as in Nana? Like,
or it could be Nene.
a whole person. Oh Lord. I like Makimba. That too. So either way, I'm about to read for you. So you guys can go ahead.
I gotta refocus now.
Yeah.
I got to
Right.
refocus.
You just came in like back up the train.
Baby leg. I got to refocus.
You know what I'm saying? Just Lord help the child, kid. Miss Angelina Kirkland, if your name is not scrolling against the bottom, then you probably didn't make the list because the list is closed. We still have 11 people ahead of you. And so if you're not on the list, then you did not, if your name is not scrolling against the bottom, the list is closed. But again, Miss Shauna will be on in the morning.
10 a.m. Eastern.
But we are happy that you did make it tonight. You just kind of missed it. The list filled up pretty fast tonight.
And what, don't Miss Susan and Dawn do Tuesday?
Oh, I keep forgetting that Miss Susan changed her day. Miss Susan and Dawn come live on Tuesday mornings too. I want to say at 9 or 10 a.m. Girl, I don't know. Listen, if you just subscribe to all of us that's on here now, plus Dawn, plus Susan, plus Shauna, plus Keena, one of us is going to pop up and you going to see that we is doing a live because we got almost every day of the week covered except for Friday and Saturday, don't we? Every day of the week, there's one of us doing a reading. So if you're subscribed to every last one of us, you will find us on here. And we're all subscribed to each other. So if you go on there, you can see Sonora Mystic Tarot, that's Dawn, Susan Grayson, Shauna. So Shauna is Naturally Divine Goddess. And Sheri Berry is listed under Also Change on IG. But what are you on YouTube, Sheri?
Sheri Berry.
Sheri Berry. I just love saying Sheri Berry. If I have a kid, I'm like,
SHERIBEERY. So it's Sheri
exactly.
Berry.
Here you go.
And you'll see my birthday.
Exactly, Don. You left and just sent the rain to us, and it's been raining nonstop. Like literally, I am just over the rain, Don. I can't deal with my sunshine. He said he not sorry he missed it. But let me tell you, all that food that they was posting, I was just hungry as ever. Oh my gosh, don't they take beautiful pictures of food and just make you
Yes,
hungry?
yes, yeah. It's not nice. That's not nice, Don. We love you, but that's not nice.
For
Especially
some
for
reason, I am drawn to my oracle cards for Nana. So I'm gonna get oracle cards. But you guys can go ahead. I think it's because I'm jealous of Alicia Oracle that New Orleans deck. I'm so jealous of it because it's so beautiful. Oh, she
okay.
said she's here, so she wants love.
Okay, so I got the Jack of Clubs, the Ace of Diamonds, and the Six of Clubs. So the Jack of Clubs represents a friend or sibling or a mutual respect or mutual goal. So if this is a person that you have, if you're looking at I'm hearing that you're looking at a person that is a friend to that is a potential partner for you. And then the Ace of Diamonds is an abundance. It's abundance. It's new opportunities, a shift in luck. So then the Six of Clubs is a clear path, the right path to succeed, and a sense of purpose. So whatever you have your heart set on, it looks like it's a good path, a good potential for whoever this person is. But keep your head on your shoulders, keep your path good, because it's a friend. It's somebody that you know that you may not even be aware of that you have a love interest in. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. I like these.
You can go ahead, Miss Alicia.
What I got wasn't so much about love. Well, it is about love, but it's more about yourself. So I got soul forgiveness. Soul forgiveness is it seems like sometimes when we're hurt from other people, we bleed and we hurt other people. We basically bleed on other people.
Hurt people, hurt people.
Hurting people hurt people. So who sometimes we have to forgive someone that we know that we're never going to get an apology from them. We're never going to receive what we need from them, but we have to forgive them for ourselves to move on. So, what do you need to forgive yourself for before opening yourself up to someone else? I also got uh, duality, meaning what are you uh, showing? I think you're showing the world one face, but that's not the true you. And before you can really, fall in love, have a commitment, you want to be yourself in your totality, no matter who that is. You want to be you, and you want to be the best version of you. And it seems like you feel like you have to show the world one face, but that's not really you. You don't want to continue to live your life like that. Um, so I guess for me, whatever you need to forgive yourself for, um, whatever you need to forgive yourself for first in order to move on. And that's for you. And then being yourself in its totality, whatever that may be, instead of being what other people think you should be. That's all I got.
y'all hear me?
Now I can.
The keyboard was on the something that was muting the mic, but it was like, anyway, back to the message I have. Me and technology is having a trying back here. She says, I don't know what happened, but I'm out here. Okay. So what I got was while Alicia was talking, it was along the same lines. Your time will come. There's no arbitrary timeline when you have to do these things. In your 20s, you don't have to do this. In your 30s, you don't have to do this. Those are good markers to let you know where you are along your path, but it's not a necessary thing that you have to do it that way. The card that I drew for you was confidence is key. You keep saying you want love, but are you confident and ready to receive love? Again, I made this statement earlier. 10 years ago, Angie was not ready to be married. 10 years ago, Angie wanted a ceremony. She wanted a pretty dress. She wanted 10 years ago, she wanted a pretty dress. She wanted a party. She wanted her girls to look nice. She wanted a ceremony. She wasn't ready for a marriage. This Angie wants a marriage. She doesn't care about the ceremony. She doesn't even care about the ring. Dare I say it? Lord help the child. She do care about the ring, but technically she don't care about the ring.
I want to touch it.
You have to know what. Oh, that's yeah. I don't know about that. You have to know what stage you are in your life. So are you ready for the love that you're saying that you want? And what is it about love that you want? Is it that you just want a companion? Is it that you want someone to take care of you? Is it that you want somebody to admire you, to adore you? So you have to decide what is it about love that you want. You have to know what stage of love that you want. I'm in the stage of love where I just want somebody to spend time with. I pay my, and future husband, do not take this to mean that I don't need you to do these things for me. I currently am able to pay my own bills, to take care of my own wants and needs. And so I don't need you in the sense that I need you to take care of me. I want you. And there's a difference between needed and wanted. In relationships, I've been needed before. You've needed someone to help you do this. You've needed someone to help you do that. You've needed someone to nurture you. You've needed. So I've been needed in relationship. I want to be wanted in a relationship. So that's where I am in my relationship. I want to be with somebody. I want to spend time with someone. I want companionship. And so you have to know where you ask for a love reading, but are you ready for the things that you say? And have you even considered those questions? Honestly, most people don't consider those questions. We say, I want this, I want that, but have we considered all those things and what those things really mean? Again, 10 years ago, I wanted a wedding. I wanted a ceremony. I kept saying, I want to get married. I want to get married. I wanted a ceremony. I wanted a dress. I wanted all the pretty materialistic things that go with a wedding. I didn't necessarily say I wanted a husband. Now I want a husband versus a wedding. So know where you are along that path and the things that you want. So where are you on the love spectrum? Are you here with the just, I want somebody who's laying next to me? Because there are some people who's just like, you know what, I take whatever I can get because I want somebody in a bed. I don't want to be alone. So you have to know where you are mentally. And if you're not at the place where you need to be, then that's where you ask Spirit, how do I become the person who's ready to receive love? So that's one of the things that I would have asked you all who asking the love questions. How do I become the person who's ready to receive love? How do I become the person who's ready to have a companion, to have a husband, to have children, whatever it is? How do I become the person who's ready for that? Because just because you want it doesn't mean you're ready for it. So that's what I got for you, Miss Makimba. Do you guys have anything else for her?
Mm-mm.
All right, who's next, Keena? I love that one. That was a good one. That felt good to the soul to me. Miss Dominique wants to know what can she expect in love. And I think I had a message when we first started with her and I totally forgot. So you guys can go ahead while I try to go back and see if Spirit will tell me what they told me about Miss Dominique K.
I had one too. So
Keena just threw us all to the wolves and we all totally forgot. So Miss Dominique K, you gonna have to wait for us to consult our spirit panel and be like, well, what did you say, Miss Dominique? What was you that you wanted us to tell her? So I'm going to break out my True Heart cards. True Heart, I don't know if you guys remember Rachel True. That's okay, Keena. If you remember Rachel True from the craft or from the show Half and Half, she made her own tarot cards, and I love these little cards. They are so beautiful when you look at them. So that's what I'm bringing out because they're called the True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck. And so you wanted love, so I'm going to ask for 3 cards, your past, present, future energy for love. So that's what I'll do while they're trying to remember what spirit have for them too.
I need to get my deck out. Is that what you're saying?
You don't have to, but I'm just.
Because it's
Oh,
still
True
wrapped
Heart
up.
deck. Don't bring it out. Go let her talk to you.
Girl, it's still wrapped up.
I'm telling you, it took a minute sometime for it to talk, but she really wanted me to read the book. Like she literally told me I needed to read the book. Like, well, spiritually, that's what Spirit said. You need to read that book. And so sometimes I break it out. That book is huge.
Oh, that book big. Who?
So I just pulled again, and I'm thinking these cards are very similar to what I pulled before. So I did get the Queen of Diamonds, which is good female partner, sound advice, and deeply sexual and wedding. And then I got the Ace of Diamonds, which is money, abundance, new opportunity, a shift in luck, and a 6 of Clubs, which is, a clear path, a right path to success, and a sense of purpose, career, and a hobby. So, God, but it's so hard. I was like so in the zone before. Let me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel that there was a partner involved that either it's a very feminine partner or it is a female partner for you, and that they have a lot of really good female energy, and it brings out a lot of good in you. There's a lot of abundance and potential in this new opportunity with this person, and a lot of success. I don't know how long this is going to take, or if you already know this person, but it's a very clear path, and it is the right path for you. Okay. So this person has a really good balance of male and female energy. So they understand women well. So maybe.
I just read the meanest post about Ohio State. Jesus Christ. I just laughed so hard and I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the lesson at hand. And what I have to say is along those lines, a little bit of what Sheri had to say and a little bit of what I saw from Miss Dominique, because she says I'm in the public and I hold back. I think that's what she said, correct?
No, that was Nana
Okay. Okay, well, then it does not align because all of your things were in the reverse, Miss Dominique, and I normally don't read in the reverse, but there was a significance in it because this is what they said to me. First, I'm going to tell you what Spirit said to me. Then I'm going to tell you. Then I'm going to tell you what the cards meant. So what I heard from Spirit is you have all of these traits inside of you. You have all of this power inside of you, but you're not tapping into them. So all of your cards came in the reverse. They all came in, and I don't normally read reversals unless Spirit tells me to. And it was significant because every single one of your cards came out in reverse, and I did a past, present, future energy for you. So your past energy was the Queen of Cups. He is in the reverse. In the upright, she's nurturing. She has her hand in everything. She could take care of the family. She could work. She could cook. She could clean. She could take care of the household. She has all these things that she can do. And so that was your past energy. That's where you were, but you're in the reverse. So you were not necessarily tapping into that, or you were overly tapping into that. And then you got a little bit, you got to the point where you were tired of being unappreciated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I'm being appreciated. So I've done all these things. I know what I bring to the table. So you know what you bring to the table. This is that queen. This is that cup. This is that cup of love. I can give it all. I can do it all. So that's where it was. That's what it was. Okay. So she was overly giving. And then it's in the reverse because you're like, hold on, I'm giving, but I'm not feeling appreciated. So that's why it's there. It's all in you, but you like, hold on, I'm not going to keep giving and giving and giving and giving. Your second one was, this is your present energy, which is the ace of coins, which is the material. That's new. So for me, aces are new. Aces is new information coming in, unexpected money coming in, because this is material things that are coming. This is your present energy. This is stuff, but there's a delay to it. When I get things that are in the reverse and spirit tells me it's either a delay or there's a reason for it. So in this one, we found out it's because you felt like you were unappreciated. You like, hold on, I'm giving, I know I got it, but are they worthy of receiving everything that I'm giving? So then in this case, this is a materialistic part of it. And you're saying, and so all these things are ready to come to you, but there seems to be a little bit of delay because you still might have a little bit of a, hold on, I'm not willing to share, or I'm not willing, or maybe you're just kind of blinding yourself to those opportunities because you're a little bit upset with how you've been treated in the past. And that could be how you felt spiritually, emotionally, physically, and all that, because sometimes we feel like spirit is doing us wrong too. I can tell you many times that I've told spirit that I feel like you're using me up. You're allowing me to heal others. You're allowing me to give. But when are you going to fill me up? And so exactly, that may be where you are in a point where you're like, so you have all these opportunities that are waiting to come to you. Aces are material things. That's good news. That's unexpected money. That's new information coming in. That's all opportunities that are coming in. There's a material that could be money. That could be job. That could be land. That could be property. There could be all those things that are coming. I'm gonna talk about my glasses because I don't even like that. That are coming to you. Okay, so that's one thing. And then your last one was the Queen of Swords, and she was in reverse. The Queen of Swords is that biting tongue. This is what Don called the bitchy queen. She's the one that can tell you like it is, not necessarily cuss you out, but she can tell you like it is and hurt your feelings and let you know that she's serious and then move on. Like, she can say it. She cuts through the BS. She cuts through all the minutia. She just says what has to be said, and then she walks away. And your feelings be damned. If they on the floor, then they on the floor. You've pulled back just a little bit because maybe some people are saying you were harsh, or they're saying that you're mean, or they're saying that you just say anything. So you've pulled back a little bit. You have all this in you, and so maybe you were a little bit more sharper when your tongue, because of the I'm feeling unappreciated here. So maybe you're a little bit more sharper with your tongue. So instead of being a little bit more diplomatic, where you be like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. You like, oh, to hell with it. We're not doing that shit. And so see the difference in that? No, I'm not on the same page. I don't want to do that. And versus the hell with it. We're not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference level of it. So you may be a little bit more cutting in your words with this queen. That's your future energy. And so if you wanted to come back to where you're able to just say it and not be so harsh and so biting with it, then you just ask spirit, how do I get from here to the place where I can be, where I'm ready to receive the material things that you have for me here? So how do I get from feeling unappreciated, used up spiritually, emotionally, mentally, to ready to receive, but also being a little bit diplomatic in how I reject things that are not what I want? What Kina say? Decide what you want and reject everything else that isn't there. And you seem to be a person who's mentally there. This ain't what I want. This is what I said, but this ain't what I got. So at this point, because I've been feeling so neglected by spirit, and because I've been feeling so beat down, I'm just telling you like it is, like, to be damned with your feelings. And they're saying, pull it back a little bit. So that's what I got for you, Miss Honey Bunny. Exactly. Me, you're just not being diplomatic. You're like, whatever it is, what it is.
And what I got, and see, that's funny. She got 555 up there because one of my oracle cards was signs. It's like spirit is giving you signs all around you, synchronicities like the 555, 444, 111, different numbers, and they're trying to show you different signs. And are you paying attention to those signs? Not only for love, but just for your path in general. I mean, it involves love, but you know, what's wrong?
I think I blocked somebody by mistake. I should have just left it alone. Lord help the child.
And so, yeah. So when you get the signs, you know, are you paying attention to them and really tapping into those signs to see what they mean? Oh Lord, Angie.
Oh Lord, Angie.
The reason this person got blocked is because he was trying to play it. He gonna say, I was on the phone call, did I miss my reading? If your name ain't scroll, and that's what I was about to say. If your name isn't scrolling across the bottom, you weren't even on the list, so don't try to play me, which is what I was about to write. But because you can't respond directly to Facebook through Restream, it blocked him instead. And so if you can, Keena, unblock him, that'll be fine. If you can't, then that's fine too. But don't try to play me, Juan, because I know you weren't on the list.
Right.
Another card that I got for you was self-sabotage. So self-sabotage is something very slight that we don't pay attention to. I know, looking back on my life, I know that I have spoken things. Oh, they're gonna get married before me. Oh, they're gonna have a man before me. And I've been doing it as a joke, but the universe doesn't know it's a joke. So looking back on my life, I have to get out of the habit of speaking me single because I want to share my life with somebody. But when we talk about self-sabotage, what are little things that you have spoken that you don't think were a big deal? Like, for example, this is one of mine that I do all the time. Every woman on 600-pound life got a man. They ain't single. They sitting up there with 22 Big Macs, 80 large fry, and somebody is literally sitting there rubbing their fat rolls. What's the problem? And me, I'm thinking it's funny or I'm thinking it's a joke, but me telling the universe that person is more worthy than I am. Let me tell you, 1,000-pound sisters. What's her name? Tammy. Tammy just got married with a whole trach in her throat, in a wheelchair. I said, hold up. What's the issue here? Tammy is married. How did Tammy get married before me? And so it's little things that we have self-sabotaged and we haven't paid attention to. And we have to stop that. We have to stop putting those words in the universe. Also, something I got for you, feeling safe. That's something that's very important to you before you feel like you can give your heart to somebody, and that's something that you've been struggling with. Do you feel safe enough to be, like Angie was talking about, how you give it to them raw, but do you feel safe enough to be soft with this person? You find it very hard to be soft because you don't feel safe enough.
I feel judged. I so feel judged right there. I so feel judged with that comment. Like, you don't feel safe enough to be soft. I feel so judged. I literally had that in one of my readings with Julie.
You don't feel safe enough to be soft, and that's very important. So sometimes you can still be soft with that, but you know, they coming against that wall, so they not And so that wall is for you to be safe, but it also keeps everybody out at the same time. So
there's something that I learned, that I am, as being a witch and being a natural witch practitioner, and now rolling into hoodoo, that words are spells. So be careful. And Alicia, you just hit like fucking right on it. The things that you say, consciously, subconsciously, the words that you say have power behind them. So if you keep saying that shit, like I have a friend that I had to tell him, look, I think you think it's funny and you think it's like, haha, what a joke. But when you keep saying on TikTok, like, hey, you're America's favorite train wreck, even though you think it's funny, it's very negative. So now, I mean, he calls him, his nickname is Tuna. So now he's flipped the script and he's like, huh, you're right. So now he says, I'm America's favorite fish. So I've had to, those words are fucking important.
Listen, what do they say? Because this is something that is often taught in our community. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, but they don't tell us what that means. So just little things that you say about yourself, you know what I'm saying, or that you think, and it could just be, you know, any old thing, but learning that the things that you put out there, those are spells. You can say that over and over and over again, and then be like, well, why is my life like this? Because you've said it over and over and over again. You have to say, am I ready to be loved? Am I ready to receive? Am I ready to give everything that it takes without being like this? Because
and instead of saying, am I ready to be loved? It is, I am
ready to be loved. Exactly. But you have to even get to the point where you have to realize, am I? Like, am I? Because just saying it and not being there will get you on the path. But listen, am I ready to be loved? Like, you have to ask, look, am I the problem? You know am I the drama? Exactly. Am I the drama? So sometimes you have to ask yourself, but I asked for one more card, Miss Dominique, an overall energy for you, and I got celebration. Like, that's good. I got the 3 of Cups, so I got celebration. So I got joy and things are coming. Like, you're mentally there. You're just like, okay, you know, you're kind of like at a spot where you're just like, okay, this is what it was. This is how I am now. But you don't know how to get to that place where you're ready to be loved, where you're ready to start a relationship, where you're ready to be. So in love, I'm getting that you're going to have a celebration. You're going to get that community, because this is 3 of Cups. This is celebration. This is community. This is, maybe, and since in the traditional writer way, this is you going to consult with somebody else. So maybe this is somebody introducing you to somebody else, because there's usually one person up on the platform and then there's 2 people here. So maybe this is somebody introducing you to somebody and you just being open to it. Sometimes being ready for love or being ready to receive just means being open to somebody hooking you up, being open to different ways to date, being open to different ways to meet people, being different to different activities in a relationship. So I got an overall celebration for you in love coming. I see it more in 2023, and I see it more in spring, because they're showing me tulips and they're showing me budding flowers. So it's more around the spring, summertime that you'll be kind of out of that gridlock with your feelings, because sometimes those emotions take a little time to ride through and to just release. It's about to be a full moon this week. Is it the 7th, guys? So there's about to be a full moon. I normally tell spirit, but you also have to be ready. I normally tell spirit, I release all those things that no longer serve me, but be ready for those things to go. You know what I'm saying? Be ready for you to let those go, because sometimes that makes you emotional. Sometimes that makes you aggressive. Sometimes that makes you frustrated. If I'm sitting here thinking about every time somebody says something to me, I want to rip their head off, I want to punch them, I want to drive over them with their car, you're a little bit aggressive today, Angie. You might want to figure out what is being released from you and say, you know what? I allow spirit to release those things. I allow my higher power to take those things away, and then I'm able to move forward in my day. So go ahead and let your higher power know, I want to release those things that no longer serve me. Sometimes that anger might be something that we no longer, and we might not say it's anger. We might be like, well, I'm just not gonna let you treat me any way I want to treat you. But if you drill all the way down to the heart of it, right into the center of it, it might be a little bit of anger, or it might be a little bit of frustration, because frustration can turn to anger, and then that anger can turn to apathy. I've been there. I've been there with spirit where it's just like, okay, I'm frustrated. Now I'm angry. And now that anger's turned to apathy because now I don't give a F. So it's all about knowing what path you're on and being able to recognize what emotion you're going through, what spiritual lesson you're trying to learn, and then just being like, okay, this is where I'm at. This is what I need to release. How do I move forward? And so just asking those questions of your higher power. So I do see good things for you. And I do think that you're well on your way. I don't think that you're a bad person. I don't think that you're far away from being in love. You just have, like, how some people learn from the lessons of the past. You've learned from them, but it's made you to be a lot more cautious. Like, some people learn from the lessons of the past and they're still open, like, I still want to be in love. But some people be like, I learned that lesson, I'm going to shut it down. And so you're in between that. I've learned my lesson. I want to move forward. I want to be open, but hold on. I still have to recognize a spade, as they would say. You know what I'm saying? I still have to know, like, if it walk like a duck, if it walk like a duck and talk like a duck, then it must be a duck. So you are recognizing patterns. And sometimes we over recognize those patterns and shut ourselves out and isolate us from them. So just ask spirit or your higher power, how can I be open and ready to receive love, but also be comfortable in my authentic lessons to move forward where I don't feel like I'm being, used, attacked, or beat down. So that's kind of where you should be. But I feel all good stuff for you, Miss Dominique. I like your energy too. There it is. There it is, Miss Dominique. She says, that's how I am. I see, like, I'm not, like, no, not doing that again. We are. Sometimes we'd be like, okay, this happened, not letting that happen again, but we shut it all the way down when we just need to recognize it and still be open to love. So I think that you just have to find the space, that balance between, I got this lesson, I'm not gonna let it happen again, but I'm still open to the opportunities that are available. And there are opportunities that are gonna come up. Again, I see it more like spring. Like, I literally, when I keep giving a time period, I keep seeing May flowers, because they keep showing me tulips blooming. So that's where I see it. So who's next, Miss Kina?
I don't like this light. I fucking really don't like this light.
Oh, it did get really, really bright. I was watching it on the screen and it looked a little bit different, but it's not too bad.
Ooh.
It made you look a little ghostly. Adjust your boundaries, but don't build a wall. I like that, Kina. She said, adjust your boundaries, but don't build a wall. I like that. I do like that. Maybe bring your
again.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? She won't come on here, but she'll be all in the background. Just, this is what you need to do. You're welcome, Ms. Dominique. Come back anytime and let us know how things are going. And if you get married, we do expect to be invited to the wedding, honey bunny.
We like buttercream.
Listen, buttercream and nothing but cakes. Praise them. Woo! I would like to know, can I expect anything from our in the next week?
Our Aries.
Oh no.
She's here. Phenomenal seek. Can I expect?
Better. I don't know if that's any better.
Exactly, Alicia. I ain't even want to say nothing, but I just, I wanted her to see all that side eye. Okay. So what can I expect from our
anything in the next few weeks?
Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm assuming you mean romantically, because that's how I saw it, was romantically from this person. Because if you meant business wise, you would have said. So what can you expect from this person? Have you And this is literally the question that I heard when I read your question. Have you
To you.
set your expectation? Do you know what have you defined that this is whatever the relationship is? Like, have you guys had the talk? We're in a committed relationship. We're seeing other people. We're moving forward. Have you had that discussion? Because you can only expect with him what you've put out there as an expectation. Like, I can't expect someone to think that we're in a monogamous relationship if we've never had that discussion. I can't expect someone to commit to me if we've never had that discussion about moving forward. Maybe they think that I'm dating someone and I think that they're dating someone, or maybe they think that I'm dating someone and I think that we're in a monogamous relationship. Have you had the discussion with this person so that you both have defined what you want in a relationship? And if you have not had that discussion, are you ready to move forward with this person? If this is at the beginning stages, you can expect fun. But I don't get anything in your energy currently. So I'm gonna let them go while I try to pick up some information on your energy, honey.
I can't really get anything energy anyway. And when I asked, does R like Miss Phenomenal C? And Pendizzle is like a small yes, but also a no, but a yes and a no. So I'm getting like a maybe. So Pendizzle is confused. And I think I know I am too.
I look at this. This is all source. This is you in your head. In the traditional deck, this would be that card where you're in the bed. This is keeping you up night because you're just going over the thoughts over and over and over again. If he was like, "Oh, I would like to go," you like. What does he mean by like? Does it mean he like to go with me, or he just like to go to that activity, or would he just like to go be with me in that setting? Like, you're overthinking it instead of asking him. You're trying to figure out in your head what he means. Well, what did he mean when he said he'll call me back tomorrow? Does that mean he'll actually call me back in the morning? Does that mean he'll call me back after lunch? Does that mean he'll call me back tonight? Does that mean that I should text him first to remind him? So, like, you're overly thinking the relationship when you could just literally say, what is it that you want, or what is it that it is? And so this is the first card that popped out. You're in your head a little bit too much with your own thoughts. And so you're having a relationship on your own in your head instead of just asking this person so you can have the clear lines of communication. And so when I said clear lines of communication, this is what I saw, because it's all over the place. There's clearly not a path here. It's kind of like, well, he said this and I thought this, and then I said that, but then he thought this, and then this is where we are. And nobody's clearly saying anything. But I think it's more on your side that you're a little bit afraid to ask the questions. And so they're saying, hey, just ask the questions, or just feel free to do that. If you're not comfortable asking that person or saying these things to that person, then maybe you're not ready for that kind of relationship to move forward. You can't set an expectation in your head that you haven't communicated to somebody else. That's like going to your job and then they're expecting you to work 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and you come in at 9 to 5 and they're like, well, you're late every day. You like, well, there was no expectation set. I didn't know what time I was supposed to be here because nobody said anything. So I came in when I wanted to. So you have to set an expectation so that you know and he knows clearly. And it doesn't mean an ultimatum because people think expectation means ultimatum. Are we moving forward? It could just be as clearly as, are you seeing somebody else? Am I the only one? Like in the last relationship I was in, I set the expectation. I'm the only one, or I'm not at all. Like I'm not dating anybody else. And the expectation is that you're not dating anybody else. So I'm the only one, or I'm not at all. And I'm fine with it either way. If you decide that I'm not at all, then that's fine. If you decide that I am the only one, don't lie to me about it. But you have to set an expectation and say that that's what you want, so they at least have the option to walk away or to stay. So that's what I got for Miss Phenomenal C.
Yeah. I got 8 of Cups, which means, I mean, even though this card is like walking away, it's also like, it also says to me, like you're stuck. I mean, you don't know if you want to come or go. And I think, like Angie said, it has to do with the communication because you don't know what he's feeling. But I also get that he doesn't know what you're feeling either. So I think it needs to be a conversation. But I also think maybe you need to be prepared to walk away what doesn't serve you.
I also kind of got that it's too early. Like maybe you guys just met and you've already planned it all the way out to the wedding. Like, are you even at that stage? You want to know, what does he even like me just a little bit? Because maybe you're feeling him a lot more than you think that he's feeling you, and you don't know where he is. And so it may just be too early in a relationship to think about that. You may just need to feel it out and see if you actually like this person. Sometimes we think that they are so cute and their smile is nice and they got a nice little dimple, or is this or is that.
And then you find out that he chews with his mouth open, or
snores, or picks his nose, or doesn't wash his hands when he gets out the bathroom, sir.
Right. Or it might be, you. And when you said that, I heard 4 seasons. So it seems like you haven't experienced this person in all 4 seasons of their life. So you haven't experienced the summer, the winter, the fall. You haven't experienced him at his highs and his lows. And I get it. I mean, at first glance, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I would not say no. But I mean, he body builds. He may not have a baby leg. So so if it's so she said he was the one talking about marriage, wedding, really.
So what you want to know is he going to propose to you? Is that what you want to know? Like, why didn't you just say, is he going to propose to me? You said, I would like to know if I can expect anything from him in the next few weeks. In the next few weeks means Christmas. So you just want to know if he's going to propose to you. That was clearly the question you should have asked, honey. Is he going to propose to me?
But and yes, the 4 seasons thing is correct. Is that 2 of Wands?
It is a 2 of Wands, but it's a black card, which means no.
Okay. So, and let me tell you this, because if somebody's going to propose to me, I don't want to come to a psychic and then
find out. I don't
want to ruin the surprise. Why would you come to ask us if he's going to marry you? If you should know based on the content of your conversation if this person is somebody you're going to marry. I've known this person. I've known a person for 3 years. We're no closer to being married than we were on the day that we met 3 years ago. We're cool. We're not about to be married. So there's no expectation for me that there's going to be a wedding, that there's going to be a ring, that there's going to be anything like that. So based on the conversations and the way that you feel about the relationship, how do you feel? Like you're saying, oh, he's talking about marriage. Are you talking about marriage? Because it doesn't sound like that's what you're talking about. You're saying he's talking about marriage. So you want to know if he's authentically wanting to marry you. I heard, yes, he does. But are you ready? The apprehension I feel is on your behalf. Didn't you get a walking away card?
Yeah, I got 8. I got 8 of cups.
You're fully committed to it. Like if he asks you, you'll do it. But I don't feel like there's that passion. There's that there's that I really want that fire. Yeah, there's none of that. It's just like, I mean, he's a nice person. He got a nice job. He can take care of the family. And if he look good on paper, but does he feel good in my heart? And so
is that kissing rhythm right? Because some people, they grown and they still don't have the kissing rhythm down. When I go this way, you go that way. They ain't got that down. And they in their 40s. I'm not getting married in my mid-40s for my mouth to be wet. Hell no. Absolutely not.
Exactly, people. Now I gotta send you a YouTube video on how to kiss a grown lady. Just pull yourself together, people.
My virgin ears.
Sheri, you got 2 kids.
Wait a minute. So you the Virgin Mary too? You got 2 kids by Jesus? All right, Sheri.
Hey, have you actually looked up the term virgin? Because
I have. And what it's supposed to be.
The Christians are the one who changed it. So technically, I am a virgin.
You get pregnant. You know what, Crystal? Crystal, you get on my nerves so
You
bad.
sometimes you do get pregnant from kissing. Lord help the child.
That's how it starts.
Technically, an empowered woman is a virgin, and that the Christians were so frightened by this that they put it as a term of chastity
instead of what it meant.
Instead of what it truly means. So pagans are the reason for the season, and pagans are the reason for Christmas trees, and pagans are the reasons for the term virgin, and Christians are the ones who fucking stole it all. Just tossing that out there.
And she is correct if you know history.
Okay. So,
But
Miss Phenomenal C, are you ready for what he's ready for? Like, are you literally open to those things? Because you said he's talking about it. Oh, wait, she not live?
So it's not feeding to her stuff?
It showed me that she's live. It says make the live public.
Okay, hold on.
But yeah, Miss Phenomenal C. And before you really consider that, you do. It's important for you to see somebody in all 4 of their seasons. Because
but also to be honest with yourself, if you don't like him, don't you know what I'm saying, move forward with him. Because I get a bit of an apprehension, like he'll do, but he's not my passion. And then 6 months after you get married, you like, oh my God, this one right here made my Kundalini rise. And now you ready to drop Derek, the computer guy, for Robert, the stud over here, when you should have just waited. So be sure that that's what you want. Just because this person is going to ask you, like, there was no excitement in the question to me. I don't feel like you were excited about the possibility of this person wanting to marry you. So I feel like you are just kind of like, well, if he asks, then I guess so, because he's a good person, he's a good provider. But it doesn't mean that I really like him. And if I don't really like you, I don't want you climbing on top of me. It's just, and I'm definitely not about to be climbing on top of
me. And it's phenomenal. See, what I have to think about, what have you written, or do you keep a love journal? Because I have written in my love, I want this person to give me butterflies when I'm 65. I don't want to be like, well, I married him because he wanted to marry me. I want to still get butterflies when
immediately. That's a discussion you could have with him, because she said he was the one who was saying, and she felt it was too early. Then you can say that without shutting it down. Like, are you, like, we barely even know each other. Like, you can end that with like, well, what's my like, sometimes you can just say to people, what's my last name? What's my middle name? What's my, like I'm saying, like, if you don't know so much about me, like, how are you ready to marry me? Like, hold on. Like, are you just saying that because you think that's what'll get you what you want in a relationship? You have to understand why a person is saying this. Just because a person says that they want to marry you don't mean that. I can say that I'm gonna give up nothing but cakes and then tomorrow have a cake. Just because I said it doesn't mean that it's actually going to happen, or that I truly mean what I said. It could be good intentions, or it could be the means to me getting what I want from you. I'll tell you I want to marry you. I'll tell you this is what I want to do because I want to have sex with you uninhibited.
But you know what I also saw? We're older. We're of a certain age. We're older men. We're trying to marry women who were doing very well for themselves because they didn't have a lot. So they come in and they're not doing well physically or health-wise. They pass away and they leave their wives that they got married later in life with all of this debt. Some people are looking for a nurse, or some people are looking to be taken care of. So they start talking about marriage like right off. I feel a lot of chemistry with him. Yes, that's why I was asking what to expect from him. Well, at this point, I just say ask him.
Or just say, like, if you think that this is where he's moving, because I'll bite based on the way that a person responds to you. If I'm texting you and you're not texting me back, or if I'm talking to you, if I'm trying to make plans with you and you're not able to make plans with me, then what you're saying and what I'm experiencing is not the same thing. So if this person is talking about marriage, but you like, that ain't where we headed, then you can have that discussion. This is your relationship too. You're open to say the things that you want to say too, and not hurt somebody's feeling. Like, are you sure we're ready for that? Like, I think this is too soon. I have a friend who just started dating someone maybe a month ago, and this person was like, oh, what would you think about moving in with me or doing this or doing that? And then she's like, this is a little too soon. You can say that. And if you're uncomfortable saying that, then maybe this isn't the person, because the person that you're with should be okay receiving that information back from you and not just being like, oh, well, you don't like me then, and shutting down and just being, not open anymore. It's all in how you be able to talk to someone. So if this person is to the point where they're wanting to marry you, then you should be able to be like, well, I don't think that we're there yet, but let's work on it, or we'll see, or maybe, let's see, what that looks like in the future, or I think that we should, work on that.
Honey, make sure you get here. You make sure he get in, and you make sure before any of that, you make sure he get a physical. I am serious. I have seen this lady
Nurses with purses. Exactly. Nurses with purses.
They had a whole discussion on men marrying nurses or somebody older. They make sure the woman is older, she's well-to-do. And what they are doing is they're not doing well healthy, and they are marrying these people, marrying these women.
Now I'm stuck with geriatric Joe, and I got to take him to dialysis every 3 days because I didn't check to see that that his liver wasn't good.
Exactly. And then they are passing away. Then
leaving you in debt, or making you put them on their insurance. Like, it's a lot of things you need to know. Did you Google him? First of all, Google him. That's the first thing you need to do. Make sure he ain't got no criminal history. Make sure he ain't got no wife that he done had back in the day. I literally just saw on IG that this lady had been dating this man for several years. They got married. He told her he had no kids. Right after they got married, she found out that he had 3 kids. First of all, hold on. All the time y'all married and you never knew he had 3 kids.
Right.
You need to check and see if it's some child support cases, if it's some ex crazies, if he been stalking somebody. Look, your friend is Google. Google is your friend. Put that name in there, just see what come up. What it look like on the other side. Just Google them.
And that's what they doing. And they get on your insurance because they ain't been to a doctor since I don't know when. And these men are
falling out.
They are leaving these women with mounds of medical debt. And these women were well-to-do. They spent their savings and everything. And then here comes some grown kids talking about, well, he wanted me to have this. He didn't have nothing. Don't. Make sure you know everything. Be sure
that you have done your due diligence before you say yes. Marriage is all good, and like I said 10 years ago, all I wanted was a ceremony. I could have just anybody could have been the groom as long as we were going to have a party, and I had that beautiful dress with the boobies that set up real nice, and the tiara crown that made me look like I was a princess. So as long as you know what you are ready for and what your expectation is, that you can set it. But I do see that he'll ask you, and it's on you to decide whether you're ready to be steered, where you want to steer that conversation.
Exactly.
All right, Miss Phenomenal C. I hope that helped you out. Did anybody else have anything for Miss Phenomenal C?
My baby's a nurse, though.
Exactly. Tell her to be careful, because we don't want to have to come bust no Ricky Ricardo upside the head with a bat, like coming out the I'm trying to play my girl.
She know her mama crazy.
Listen, I will jump on a moving car and put my hand through a windshield for my child. Do not play. I'm just saying. All right, Miss Keena, who next? Who next? Nikita, are you eating in the background? Like, I am starving. Are you eating? Just what I said. Just wait. Hey, Terry
Terry
T.
T.
Your birthday next weekend, right, Terry T? Don't be late talking junk. Miss Angie, how was the walk? The walk is continuous, Terry T. I have to do 100 miles in December. So I walk every day to get to 100 miles. I'm doing a 100-mile challenge for December for St. Jude. So I walk every single day in order to get that 100 miles. So I broke it down 31 days into 100 miles. It's 3.2 miles a day. So every single day I do it. And remember, everybody, bring your drinks next week because we taking shots for Terry T birthday. Terry T gonna be 21 again. And we taking shots. Don gonna be here. All the people, all of us gonna be here. And we about to be like shot, 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 shot. So come in next week with your shot. And we're gonna be taking our shots live online with Terry T. I don't know how we gonna organize it, what we gonna decide, but we're gonna take a couple shots. Terry T, you gonna be 21. We taking 21 shots. No, we're not.
No,
We're
I got
not.
to go to work Monday.
Oh, Terry T said 42. All right, then we're gonna turn that into 24 and we're gonna take it, Terry T. And so everybody bring your own drink of choice, whatever you want to drink. I haven't decided what my drink gonna be, but I'll be here. We're gonna take, and I'm gonna have a shot glass. And we just gonna be like, boom, 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 boom. We're gonna take a couple shots here, there. We're gonna do a couple readings. And let me tell you, she'll get real wrong when you get a little alcohol. She just be like, first of all, Susie Q, that is wrong. Like, listen, don't be looking at me sideways when my spirit guide come out like she Tammy Roman instead of the nice person that normally be here. So just be ready for it. All right, so Blue Ocean, can I get her? Wait, can I please get general reading? Okay, Miss Blue Ocean. I feel like we've been talking for a long time, and I need a good deck of cards for Blue Ocean. So let me see. And Don, I don't know if you're still here, but Blue Ocean said hi to you earlier. I do remember that, and I didn't get to say it. I would like to say, Sheri, whatever light you're using, you look a little angelic in the back right there. It's a little bit scary because I know you're not that angelic. I have to make sure they're not coming to get you.
They're coming to take me away, haha.
Exactly. I'm like, why is she shining like that? Is that her angelic glow? Like they coming to get her?
No.
Lord, Sarah Nicole, I wish you nothing but pain. Like I hope that you have so much hemorrhoids because please.
I hope you have the day you deserve.
Some people. I just cannot deal with y'all and these trolls. Hi, Miss Jenny. Thank you for being a new subscriber. I love seeing that. I think that's because we funny. Listen, Oprah, somebody's productions, Fox, ABC, CBS, somebody. We are funny. Just go ahead and bring us on here. Every week you can have one of us, a different panel of us, and we just funny. We just like seriously funny people.
Where'd Kim go?
And we disseminate great therapy. Keena said we is giving great therapy sessions today. We are telling you to look within and to pull that you out that you want to be. So that's all I'm just saying, people. Is be who you want to be.
A lot of this ain't psychic.
A lot of this is common sense, and a lot of this is lessons that we have learned by being knocked upside the head over and over and over and over again, honey. Like hitting that wall, boom, nope, that ain't it. Hitting that wall, boom, that ain't it. So okay, we are on Blue Ocean, and Zara, I don't even know where you at on the list. Keena, did we skip Zara or Zarina, or was this person on there? And let me tell you something. If you lied to me and told me that you were on the list and you were not on the list, I'm gonna be so mad. So I don't see your name on there, but I don't think that we skipped you.
I haven't seen that name at all.
So no, we did not read for you. If your name is not scrolling across the bottom, then you are not on the list. We closed the list a long time ago because it filled up, and we can only do so many in the amount of time that we have on there. And you see that we long-winded, and you see that we give out good information, and you see that we are very detailed, and you see that we definitely consulting with the spirits information for you. And so once we get a certain number of people on here, we have to stop taking people on the list. So if If you did not make the list today, please tune in tomorrow because Shauna will be on tomorrow morning.
10 a.m. Eastern
At
Standard
10
Time.
a.m. Susan and Don will be on Tuesday morning, and then me and Don will be back on Wednesday afternoon or
We're
Wednesday
not
evening.
on Wednesday.
Well, actually, this week it'll be Sheri and Don because I won't be there. I will be attending an event at my son's school. I was on from another phone. Okay, that's fine. But
Hey,
if your name at the bottom of the list, if your name didn't make it to the bottom of the list, if your name isn't scrolling across the bottom, then Keena didn't get you. She would have sent you an at blah blah blah. You made it to the list. So if your name isn't scrolling across the bottom, then you didn't make it to the list because Keena lets you know as soon as you made them. So if you did make it to the list, again, Shauna will be back on in the morning. Don and Susan on Tuesday, and then Sheri and Don will be on Wednesday afternoon, and then Don will be back on Thursday morning. So every day this week, someone will be on except for Friday and Saturday.
is this Shauna and Don on Thursday, right?
It is Shauna and Don on Thursday. Keena says she do remember the name. I remember the name, but I don't remember them being on the list, so I'm not sure. I don't remember
She said
seeing
she
them.
checking.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Who's next, Keena? And Zaria, were you oh no, we're not saying that you're lying. If Keena told you that you were on the list, just let us know. I just don't recall her saying that you were on the list. Oh, Blue Ocean, that's what we're reading. But we do have some people that will lie, Ms. Zaria. Is it Zarin? I just don't remember that name being on the list. I remember seeing it in the comments. What was your question? Because if you didn't post a question, then she wouldn't have pinned your question. She only pins it when you put a question. If you say, "Can I be on the list?" That's not your question. You have to actually ask a question like, "Can I have a general? Can I have a love? Can I have blah blah blah?" So if you didn't, Jocelyn was getting a reading then.
Yeah, Jocelyn was the first one.
Jocelyn was first.
Jocelyn was first.
So did you pin a did you pin a question? If you didn't put a question on it, then Keena didn't pin your question because I made that announcement repeatedly at the beginning. Put your question in the comments and then Keena will pin your question. No, you asked me to post. So did you post a question?
Then you didn't post a question.
She said, and I did.
What was your question? Because Keena would have. Listen, we have 8 pinned messages, and those are all your questions that you asked. So I don't know. But if you want to wait until we get done then we can read you. There's like 8 people ahead of you, but you need to post your question.
And I got a date, so
you can leave whenever you want. You don't have to stay.
Oh no! It's not until 7. So let's. Don't look at me like that. Look at her. You got questions, ma'am?
I do.
For a general read. Oh, Jesus. Y'all done made me mess up like I had.
Okay. Some side reading over there. Okay. Every time we come on live, I burn the candle that Dawn got me. It is so beautiful. It smells so nice. And I did not catch, I won't catch my desk on fire again.
Okay, general for the Blue Ocean.
Blue Ocean.
I am not getting anything for Blue Ocean. I just don't feel like you have anything going on either way, high or low, that is good or bad. You didn't ask a question, so I don't feel like you have anything that is pressing in your life. But I'm not finding, like when I ask Spirit, I'm not getting anything for you.
I do.
Go ahead, Sheri, you can go.
So I got the 2 of Hearts, the 6 of Spades, and the 8 of Hearts. And I think it's kind of interesting. Are you So the Two of Hearts is about romance and loneliness, unkindled old love and separation, but it's a cup card. So it's about new love and bringing in new love. But the Six of Spades, which I find quite interesting, is the Devil card. So the Devil card is a temptation. So I think that you are flirting with temptation, because then I did get the Eight of Hearts, which is flirtation, young love, tenderness, emotion, as well as a physical unity of love. So my question, my dear friend, Blue Ocean, is there somebody that you are like thinking about bumping uglies with? Because this is all telling me that you're going to be looking to to do something with somebody. That's what I'm getting. So maybe you're bumping uglies with your spouse. And maybe you're bringing in, like, you know how sometimes like your love gets kind of dry, and so maybe you're bringing in the spark and bringing all of that back into your relationship, because I get this, like, or you need to bring in that spark, or you need to bring into that romance again for your partner. So a rekindling of your marriage, a rekindling of your love. Go ahead, Alicia.
Okay, Blue Ocean, what I got for you is more in line with your energy. And what you are putting out. I got the goddess Nagame, which is desire. Now, desire is not just sexual desire, but I have a feeling, or it's coming across to me, that your goals are not as big as the unit. Okay. How can I put this? Basically, your goal is a dollar, but the universe is ready to give you 1,000. So it seems like you're not writing everything down, or what you're telling the universe that you want. It's like, you can tell us so much more. We're ready to hand it to you. But it's like, okay, I don't want to seem greedy, or I don't want to seem like I want too much. But it's basically right there, ready and waiting for you. I don't know if this has to do with a business you're thinking about starting, or you have an idea that's trying to get out there. I'm not sure. But it seems like what you want is right there. You're not putting into words, going out to the universe, what exactly you want. Then what was interesting I got from my New Orleans deck is what's called flow. And that is the flow of energy. Basically, how do you go about your day? Your meditations, what your affirmations, what you're putting out, and your flow of your day, it can be changed by one little habit. I know my flow, it used to be kind of chaotic and all over the place, but I really find that I would forget my affirmations and things like that. My flow of my day really changed. Water is a way of grounding. So when I take my morning shower, that's when I do my affirmations. And I notice when I do that, my day it goes pretty not all the times smooth. I am in human resources, but when you basically set the intention for your day and your flow for your day, and it seems like your energy be a lot better once you realize your flow, um, ground how to grant some sort of grounding, which can also be like the shower, walking around in nature. um but once you get that flow going, then also making it known your intentions and your desires out to the universe. And that's what I'm getting for Blue Ocean. Did you draw any cards? You already drew your cards, right?
I did.
Okay.
I got like more in the romance category, like reconnecting with their partner.
And maybe that's what the energy flow is off, because it's not a strong connection there. And because that flow card means that energy is off and you need to, re-energize or put some more energy. You'll notice the day goes by different once you have a different flow to your day. So maybe you may have to change it up. Maybe some hanky panky before you go to work in the morning. You have a whole different outlook to the day when you get some first thing in the morning. Whole day look like sunshine. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning. It worked better than Starbucks. How are y'all? Y'all doing okay? I don't know. Do you know what happened to Megan?
She's having dinner right now.
Oh.
You want me to tell her?
Let me tell you, Andrea, I am a proponent of things that have batteries, okay? Louis Black, what are you doing?
Hey, that's my favorite grown-ass man.
Grown-ass man got me a mediumship training deck. I love it.
That's sweet.
And I gifted him, I got him the Marvel Oracle cards. I said, I know he loved these.
All right, people, I'm back. I had to check on my chicken that I have in the oven. It is so moist and tender. And as soon as I get off of this live with y'all, I'm going to make me some mashed potatoes and some green beans and some corn on the cob. And I'm about to eat.
That pie is ready to get.
I'm coming to Angie's house. Forget this date.
No, you're going to go on that date. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my live went haywire. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, and I was frozen on the screen like I was high. I'm looking at the TV like, am I high? Oh my God.
I'd rather go eat at Angie's.
Listen, me and my son about to throw, all he go eat is the chicken and the potatoes, but I'm about to make some gravy and put on top of that chicken because how sometimes you just want like some chicken and like mashed potatoes and gravy. That's what I want, some mashed potatoes and gravy. And then I want the chicken. And the chicken is so tender. It was some chicken tenders, and I put them in the oven with some onions and some bell pepper. I put a little bit of paprika on it. And oh, Jesus, this is about to be so good. Exactly. That's how I'm looking at. That's just how I was looking at that chicken. Alicia, like, praise the Lord.
I actually have a craving for shrimp and grits.
Oh, me too. They have it at is there a place that to get it here?
No, not really. I don't know.
I've had shrimp and fish at what is the place that we went to, Keena? What was it called? It's the place in Scottsdale. I can't remember. But we went there, Sugar Jam. We went there to have it, and it's hit or miss. Like I'm not an expert on grits because I don't eat grits except for that way. And Keena said that the grits were just okay, but I had shrimp and grits, and I think it was just that little whatever the gravy they put on top of it was that was good for me. But I had fish and grits at Keena, and them I think Keena had fish and grits too, and then I think my other sister had shrimp and grits. So I don't know any place here and I think Don has had it too, and I think Don said it was good.
Well, then I like chicken and waffles, and they have a Lolo's. Like I can walk to Lolo's.
Oh my God, let me show you the picture of what we had. It was on this date a couple years ago that we went there, and my plate looked so good. And I was just saying, oh my God, it looks so good.
Every time I go to Lolo's, every time I go to Lolo's, I don't like their chicken. I don't think their chicken's that good. Their fried chicken.
I had catfish. I had fries. Oh, I think I did have a piece of chicken because you can get like a chicken breast and a fillet of catfish. And I had greens, macaroni, cornbread, or French fries. Girl, that plate looked so good. That's what we had when we went.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah, it was good. And my sister was like, I just saw that in our memories, and I was like, I should come up there. I said, if you go, let me get my to-go order ready.
Was that the one like downtown Phoenix?
We went to the one downtown. I've never been to the one in Gilbert. There is one in Gilbert, right?
Yeah, like right by my house.
What you're talking about?
Yeah.
Is it good?
This one. We stood out line for like an hour to get in there.
And, have you been to the one in Gilbert though? No.
No. But I've been to the Barrio Queen across from it. It was okay, but yeah, I want to go. I literally could walk there from my house.
Oh, I kind of want to go there. We should go there. Oh, your birthday coming up. We should go for your birthday.
My birthday's on Thursday.
I know. We should go. We could go this weekend.
My birthday's on Thursday.
I'll take you for your birthday. I will take you for your birthday. Y'all heard that. So we can either go Friday. I have all day Friday off. Oh, wait. I think I made another dinner date with Keena on Friday in secret on the text messages. So
Andrea,
don't let me
come in. Like, you 7 miles from Gilbert. You might as well. We all might as well go. Tonight I'm going to the Mad Hatter.
Okay. So look, maybe we can go Saturday to the one. We can go Saturday for your birthday. And then Keena, if you look at Alicia's face like, I can't say either one of y'all.
Always planning shit.
This is what I showed her though, Alicia.
Huh? What you mean? You don't know? Can you check and see if the mixture thick?
Wait, what you cooking?
Chicken pie.
Oh, wait, chicken like
chicken pie. Yeah, girl.
Listen, I'm gonna need that recipe ASAP.
Yeah, we need that.
I love a chicken pot pie. Look, that's a good hearty meal that you make for your husband on a day like this.
Yes, the Mad Hatter. I'm going to the Mad Hatter tonight.
I'm gonna need that.
Ooh, that look good.
Exactly. That's where we trying to go Saturday for her birthday.
So I don't drink alcohol, but I was invited out to drink. And I said, hey, do you like kava? And he's like, I'm down, whatever it is. And I was like, cool, let's go to the Mad Hatter.
Kava is so good.
Oh, I've been to the Mad Hatter. I've seen the signs, for it or whatever, but I haven't been. And I think maybe you've mentioned it before.
So I go with Rachel to like the Mad Hatter and then the other kava place in Tempe. But yeah, I like the Mad Hatter.
Definitely want to go to Lolo's. If you want to go downtown, we can go. But downtown, it'd be forever.
Downtown Phoenix?
Forever. But it's good,
Downtown Phoenix or downtown Gilbert?
I'd rather go to Gilbert because I've never been to that one.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, well, let's do that. Saturday. Keena, I don't know if you want to go, but that's where we're going. Wait, do we have other plans? Because I don't know. I'll just be like, let's go. Sorry, Alicia. Moving on, Miss Irene. Sorry, my bad. What will I get my taxes before this year is over? Been waiting since the beginning of the year.
I'm gonna tell you straight up no, because let me tell you, I filed some. Let me see, I filed some. It was like in 2020, and I just got a refund like this year from it.
Listen,
So
I ain't even filed my taxes last year, and I'm not even ready for this year. Like, you know how you have to get all your expenses for your job? Like, I need to get all my receipts for Restream, all my receipts for Zoom, all my receipts for the LLC, all of that, stack that up, all the receipts for branded tuition, all that. I need to get all that stuff together and give it to her for last year, and then duplicate that and give it to her again for next year. I am so not ready.
Okay, so Miss Irene, I also got a no because so I did a yes or no, and the black cards are no.
wait,
Is Irene going to get her tax money before 2022 is over? I got a no almost immediately, like
you
absolutely
filed
not.
their claim after our press charges had to mail in, been waiting since March. Yeah, I got some. Yeah, I have really need.
So are you saying that he filed before you could file? Is that what my understanding?
I've had that
Oh,
happen to a
Yes
friend.
and
I
no.
owe too for the year prior to that. Lord help the children.
I had a friend that happened to where the children's father had filed. It takes them a while to unwrap that if that's what happened.
Is that what I was understanding from what she was saying in the comments? I thought that's what she was saying. Is that he
Yeah, he
filed?
filed first and basically filed the kids on
Okay.
his. And if
Okay.
that's mm-mm.
So then you did
they
an
was already
amendment
they was
to,
already
did
behind with
you do it
COVID.
yourself or did you go to a tax professional? Let me tell you where, no, you know what, I don't even know. I was going to tell you to go to one of those VITA programs. It's VITA and it's one of those volunteer programs where they help you with stuff like that. But at least maybe they can set you in the right direction and help you in that situation. But it's VITA. I think it's VITA. Let me see.
He didn't even buy them anything with the money or give me a dime. Yeah, you gotta go to the IRS on him and they have to
Yeah,
yeah.
this is the program that I went through, and it's like professional tax people who will help you with your taxes. So you can contact them and just ask them like how to, to help you or whatever. But it was there an agreement that either one of you would, file the kids in a certain way, like just saying that like, was there an expectation that you would file every year, or was it an expectation that maybe he would do some years and you would do some years? You have to make sure that that agreement was talked about too, or would you just assume like they stay with me so I get to file them every year? You may get in there unraveling and they'd be like, well, I mean, if he's equally contributed the same way that you're contributing, then this was his year. You can't just decide that you're going to do it every year. So you have to know what your arrangement is or what your agreement is, or kind of like what might the legalities of it might be. Just because you went and filed an amendment to say that it should have been you instead of them, they may ask you to prove that you have more right to do it than he did it, because they may be like, okay, well, you filed in 2019, why doesn't he get 2020? Why aren't you alternating years? So you have to be prepared for what the
Don't even
courts
see
may
the kid or
say.
help with anything. And see, this is why Lance
Well,
followed.
you may have to prove that that's the truth.
Yeah. It's gonna take a while for them to unravel that. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for them to unravel that. That happened to a girlfriend of mine. And
But let me tell you, you're not going to get that for this year. You're not going
yeah,
to get it. And I
it
don't
takes
think
them a
you're getting it.
while.
I literally hear at least 6 months. Like, I don't hear that you're going to get that anytime soon, honey.
Yeah, it takes them a while, especially if somebody already filed. They were already behind with COVID, and then it takes them a while to unravel that. I mean, he gonna end up the short end of the stick and owing the government. He's gonna end up in trouble for it. But it takes them a while. It takes them a while. You may wait over a year for that.
Again, this is the program that I was saying. So I don't know if you saw it, but that's a program that they'll help you. They may at least be able to answer your questions, but it's a voluntary program and they help you. And it's professionals who like were old accountants or retired people, and they just help you with your if you make a certain amount of money. So contact them just to get some direction. So they may be able to at least help you to get some direction. But if you just actually type that in, you'll get it. And then you can go by your state. And I think it's in all states that it's a program that they'll be able to help you. So I would at least go through that to see what you need to do. Unless you already know and you just refile, it may not be the way that you need to go. You probably needed to actually contact the IRS and say something. But so look that up and see if that helps you. But that's who I went through a couple of times to help them with getting my taxes filed. But now my stuff is so complicated, I really need like a for real accountant to be like, Angie, Lord help the child.
Lord help the child.
Exactly. All right, so Ms. Irene, I'm sorry we didn't have better news for you, but I do not see you getting them. And literally, when I asked, I was saying like at least 6 months before you would even get any kind of relief. Is my man still cheating on me? Yes. I just read your question. I just asked Spirit and I got yes, but you already knew that because the way that you addressed the question, you would never ask it like that if you didn't already know that this person is cheating on you. So Miss Deborah Ella, yes, your person is still cheating on you. You know that you have all the evidence and you just came to us for some kind of hope that we would say no, but yes, he is still cheating on you, honey. Oh, you got a yes too? Exactly.
Yeah,
And she got a big yes. Her and Dizzle was like, so Miss Deborah, yes, your person is still cheating on you. And has repeatedly. And you've caught him repeatedly.
Over and over. And I'm getting that
repeatedly. So you coming here is pretty much futile. You're just hoping that we would be like, oh no, he's now in love with you. But no, he's still cheating on you, honey.
He's not in love with you. He's not even in love with you.
I feel like we've answered that question before for that person.
I don't even know who this person is, but I'm hearing a no. He's not. Like, what the? You know the answer. What the fuck are you doing?
And then I saw dollar signs floating across. So are you the person that has the more money, Miss Deborah?
Or you're staying with him because he has the money.
Exactly. All right. May I have a general reading for Miss Kenzo? Okay. I just like that. Or maybe I just like your picture. Your face looks really pretty from what I can see. Why does it matter which person he's sleeping with? You asked us, was he still cheating? And we said yes. So why does it matter which person? It doesn't seem like there's one. She says, please let me know if he's still sleeping with the other girl. I really need to know. Yes, he is. We just said he's still cheating on you and he is still sleeping with that other person. And I feel like it's more than one person.
I do too. I got multiple.
So Deborah, you desperately needed to know, and we told you, yes, he is cheating on you. Yes, he is still sleeping with the other girl and another person. That's what I got. Okay, so Joe Kenzo, may I get a general reading? I feel like when y'all ask a general question that y'all don't really have anything pressing the Spirit, because when I go to Spirit, they know. I'll never be like, oh, Spirit, well, what do you want to tell me? I'll be like, look, I need to know when this gonna happen. I need to know that. I need to know this. I know that. So I feel like when you say general, you don't really have anything pressing and you're just trying to see what's kind of going on. But I'll go ahead and give you, I'm going to pull 2 cards for you and see what Spirit is saying.
I think when they do general, they just don't really want everybody to hear what their questions are. Like deep down, they have that.
I think that we go give you a give you a cryptic answer. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. All right, so Ms. Joe, let's see what Spirit has for your general reading. I'm just gonna do 2 cards for your highest and greatest good.
So, okay. Wow, I got great cards.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so I got they're looking at financial success and that there's potential growth in business and work and the outcome is good and that money and abundance and new opportunities are on the way. Very general, very vague. There you go. General
Um,
question.
I asked for your present energy and I got the lovers in reverse. And I normally don't read reversals, but the first thing I saw was disharmony, trust issues, balance, conflict, and disconnection. Is that what you got, Alicia?
I got the etheric chords, which means you need to cut.
Okay, so we both got the same thing. That's what I got for your present energy. I got the lovers in reverse. And so there's disharmony. There's something not going on with your love life or in your relationship. And this could be a romantic relationship or this could be a regular personal relationship. When we say relationship, remember there's friendships, relationships, business partnerships, there's career, you know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of relationships. But I got I know that we've read this person before because she said the same thing. This is no joke. I really need to know. We've already answered that question, Miss Deborah. We're not answering it again. Um, but yeah, I got the lovers in reverse. So I got disharmony, mistrust, like you don't trust who your spouse is or what something, some relationship you're not there's trust in a relationship. So that's your present energy. Like you're suspicious, you're side eyeing the hell out of somebody. Definitely, Miss Joe. And then I asked for your advice from spirit or your future energy, and I got the world. The world is in transition. That means some things are ending, some things are ending because I got the world card, and then you're transitioning into something else. So, like you're tying up loose ends here, but you're also starting some new endeavors. And then sometimes it's also travel, but it's success, it's accomplishments, it's achievement. So, again, you're ending some things and you're starting up some new things. So, that's one of the cards. And then the final card I got is the Empress. And the Empress is just like, you know what I'm saying? I got the Empress is pregnancy, fertility, motherhood, um, nurturing, femininity, just feeling beautiful in your own right, just in who you are. Your picture is beautiful, so I assume that you really, think that you are a lovely person, and so I get that that's the energy that you're in, like in that. I know who I am. I believe in who I am. I think that I'm a nurturing person. And so this is your future energy, transitioning to something new, endings, and then being in that nice empress, nurturing energy. But again, remember, I said pregnancy and fertility, so be careful about that. But I do feel like you're ending something in a relationship, and that's what I got for Miss Joe.
Yeah, Miss Joe, I got that. There's some etheric chords, meaning it's some chords. It's somebody like attached to you. I don't know if it's because of your energy or a relationship, but it's some etheric chords that you need to cut off. It's some chords that you need to cut. I also, and I'm getting this card a lot. I'm also getting this duality card for you as well. And duality means, you might be one way. I don't know if this is with the relationship or career wise. It seems like, I don't want to say living two different lives, but it's also, uh, you feel like you can't be your true self. Um, and I don't know if it's at work or what you're dealing with. Um, she said, it's my ex that you need to cut, honey. Let me tell you. Mm. Sometimes we get blinders on. Now, are you still seeing the ex, or
Um,
I'm getting that he knows what to say where you'll open the door?
Or also, I'm getting because this is the story that they're reminding me. Sometimes we want to help them to move along in their like we may not be interested in them romantically, but oh, I need a ride. Oh, can you help me with my resume? Oh, I'm moving. Oh, I'm this, and we're giving them resources. We're helping them along the way. So I have learned that sometimes people don't learn their lessons when you get in the way of what spirit want them to learn. So if the relationship is over, maybe there's a lesson that spirit needs this person to learn, and you're hindering them from learning their lessons by being an enabler or helping them in a way that spirit doesn't need you to help them. So either close the door, because when I say X, it's an X. Listen, Verizon be like, yeah, that's her ex. Don't let them through. Don't let her talk. Don't let them call. Don't let them text. Don't let them
And see,
message.
that's, and she said, but I'm still emotionally attached to him. So you need to do a release. That full moon is coming. You need to release him.
Let me say this. This card jumped out so fast, I almost couldn't even get the question out. Literally jumped out in the reverse. And like I said, I'm a person who normally doesn't read reversals. And this said quickly, disharmony, distrust. This is not the good side of the lovers. This is something that you need to move on for. But you decide how you let a person treat you. If this person isn't treating you the way that you want to, then why would you still be emotionally invested? If I'm telling you one thing and you're treating me another way, I'm going to keep treating you that way if that's how you're going to let me treat you. We allow people to treat us and to receive whatever they're giving by not standing our ground and saying no. So yeah, you can be emotionally attached, but do you like the way he's talking to you? If we were all in a room together, would you like the things that he was saying? Would you want us to witness the way that he's treating you? Would you like us to know the ins and outs of how he's treating you? If the story that is unfolding isn't something that you're proud of or that you would want people to know, then why stay in and move on? And that's all I got. What else were you saying, Miss Alicia?
Yes, you gonna have, because I see like a swinging door, like, and what he does is he preys on, he knows you emotionally attached. So what he does, oh, I'm gonna keep you have to put the padlock on the swinging door, because you on the other side of it, you the only one who has the power, because all he gonna do is keep doing what you're doing because you allow it.
And sometimes we're just not emotionally strong enough to not answer the text. So block that person. I don't even see the text. Listen, the last person that I blocked, when I went in there to check my block messages, there was 41 missed text messages. Sometimes we're not strong enough on our own to do it. So we have to allow technology to help us. Let me block you in every single way that you can give me: email, social media, telephone. And that way I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to see you. I don't need you to know where I'm working. I don't need you to know what I'm doing. So if I really want to shut it down, or you can actually say, release those things that are no longer serving me, or ask spirit, how do I emotionally detach from this person? And I'm pretty sure Sheri Berry has a lovely thing that she can tell you on how to detach from somebody quickly. Go ahead, Miss Sheri.
So there are freezer spells that you can do, and there are cord cutting ceremonies that you can do.
Yep.
What the fuck did I do? And then there are freezer spells, cord cutting. I mean, there's all kinds of things.
I've done the freezer spell. That's where you just take somebody's name, you write it on a piece of paper, and you fold it. Again, Sheri always says fold it away from you if you want them to go away from you. I put mine in a Ziploc bag and then I put it in the freezer. That gets the person off of you there. It freezes them. It doesn't do any harm to them. It just keeps them from having access to you or from reaching out to you. So you can do a freezer spell. You can write his name on a piece of paper, fold it, put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer, and get that person away from you.
And if you really need nasty and want to be baneful like me, you could put hot peppers in that water, or lemons, or, oh, wait. You just want to get them away from you. Then just put them in water, put it in a bag, put it in the freezer.
I've also been told, like, if you want to cut cords, like I've heard people say you can write their name on there and say, and it's something about ending a contract or some kind of connection to them and burning the paper. There's all kinds of stuff.
Burn it, put it out into the universe. Yeah, definitely.
So like it's about to be full moon on the 7th. The things that you want to release, put them on that piece of paper. Do your whole ceremony where you go out in front of the moon and you say, with this flame I release, and you say his name out loud. You set the paper on fire, you let it turn to ash, and then you give the ashes back to the earth and you release him from your life. It is not haunting my freezer at all, Miss Andrea. Like, I put them in there and I have not heard from this person again. It actually was a troll that was on, they used to come onto our site all the time. And this person was relentless every week, just putting a whole bunch of hate speech and putting a whole bunch of religious quotes and everything. I just put their name on a piece of paper, put it in there. It took a couple of weeks before they went away, but I put them on there and I literally probably have maybe heard from them a couple times since then.
We got a neutral. But you know, if you want to message me, I can do a spell for you. I do charge for that. If you really want that.
If you want to, like, what is the emotional hold? That is another thing you might want to ask yourself. Why am I emotionally attached to this person? Is it the kind words that he says to me? Is it the way that, you know, he sometimes, because remember, Ike and Tina, he wasn't always pounding on her. Sometimes there were some good things, like, you know what I'm saying? There were some romantic things that she kind of liked when he wasn't choking her and raping her, or he wasn't choking her and beating her butt. Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you romanticize the good and you forget the bad. So maybe you need to do a pro and con, like, oh, okay, these are the good things, but this is the reason that you have to remember why you ended the relationship. Oh, he was this, this, and this. And sometimes you have to remind yourself that I am better than what I am allowing this person to give to me. And so you decide if you're ready to detach that emotional connection. I had a girl the other day tell me, oh, I'm looking for another job. I don't want to work here no more. I'm like, oh, give me your email address. I get 8 job, offers a day, 8 requests for jobs every day. I can send you this. Oh, well, then she started backpedaling. Oh, well, I don't really want to do this, and I'm in school, and then I don't. Oh, okay, I can see you're not serious. I'm about solutions. So I had solutions for you. You said you wanted another job. I had job places for you to contact. If you're really ready to disconnect from this person, then we've given you solutions. The freezer one is the easiest one that you can do to get rid of this person. Actually, the easiest one you can do is to just go on your phone and click block and then never have to hear those messages again. That's the easiest. And then also do that one. But you have to decide if that's what you want. But I feel like you really want the relationship to work out. And so you keep hoping and wishing and praying. But again, if this was your daughter, would you want your daughter to be treated the way that you're being treated? Or would you want your daughter to see you being treated in that way? Like if this man came home with your daughter, would you be okay with this person dating your daughter? And then decide if you're worth more than what this person is giving to you. All right, so who's next, Miss Keena? Yes, I can smell my chicken now. I can smell the bell pepper, Lord.
Wait, what was that? No, we just did Joe. Monica Jane.
Current feelings for me, and will he reconcile with me? As we.
Immediately when I read that question, I said no. I gotta know. Will Monica reconcile with Mohit?
I gotta know.
I gotta know immediately. So we all gotta know you will not reconcile. His current feelings. When I say what is his current feelings, I get uninterested. If he's I don't even feel like he's contacting you. You're hoping that he'll miss you enough to contact you, or that he'll respond to you. Like, I feel like maybe you're sending oops text, like, oh, butt down, oops, blank text, oops, whatever. So I don't get that this person is trying to reach out to you in any way. So I don't get that you'll reconcile, and I don't get that this person is interested in love like that right now. All right, sorry, Miss Monica Jane. You used to be good friends. Okay, well, listen. When you guys be like, oh, we used to be good friends, listen, it's like a dick in a glass bottle. A man is like, a man as your friend is a dick in a glass bottle. It's just waiting for you to break in case of emergency. If y'all listen to those comedians from the 80s and 90s, he's like, listen, he's just waiting on a chance for you to have a bad day where he can just lay on your shoulder and then his tongue in your mouth. So that's probably what happened. You had a bad breakup, or you guys thought, oh, we're good friends. Good friends don't mean that you want to have sex with each other. Like, I have a good friend and I am not having sex with that person. So
ahoy, sisters. Ahoy.
Consider when you decide that you want to start inserting penises is, do I want to end a friendship by making this a romantic situation, or do I value our friendship more? And in this situation, you thought that you could do both, and it doesn't seem like that way. Or maybe you value this person more as a friend than he valued you as a friend, and so maybe he thought that you were, and in case of an emergency, sex person too. Like, oh, in the corner pocket, she's always there. Then once he got it, he didn't want it anymore. And I'm not saying that that's what the truth is, but I don't get that you two will get back together. And I feel like the friendship thing is you trying to hold on and get it back together. Because technically, once you've had sex with somebody, do you really go back to being best friends with them?
Like we were good friends, not romantically involved.
Exactly. And then you decided to go to the romantic part of it. So you rolled the dice and thought, to hell with the friendship, I want some penis. And then y'all romantically got involved. Is that what you're saying? Or you're saying you were never romantically involved?
Because why would you care about somebody's feelings that you was never romantically involved?
And if you, Keena, go back to our question. And if this was your good friend, this is what I understand. If your best friend who is a female just stopped returning your calls, would that be okay with you? Like, why are you accepting this from this person? Like, if we're good friends and this is how you're reciprocating the relationship, then maybe we weren't good friends. Maybe I was your good friend, and or maybe I was convenient for you and you weren't convenient for, and you weren't maybe I was a resource for you and you weren't, and we weren't as good of friends as I thought we were. Because who is your best friend and they just disappear like that? Like when I have people ask me that all the time, oh, we were best friends and they just stopped talking to you. Then maybe they weren't your best friend. You were their best friend, or you were a resource for them, or you were something that they needed, and went as long as they could get what they needed from you, that's what they got. But if you two weren't romantically involved and this person isn't returning your call, then I would just move on. Like, I'm not gonna force nobody to be my friend. If you're not returning my calls, then I'm moving on. Like, y'all be getting so tired of like, oh my God, this is my best friend, and they'll just stop talking to me. Then, oh well, fuck it, we just not gonna talk no more. I'm not gonna keep on calling you and calling you and calling you if you don't want to talk to me. And if you don't even have a common courtesy, like, how disrespectful is it for you not to even say why you don't want to talk to me anymore? That's my thing. Like, y'all be holding on to relationships like it's like this is the Last Supper, or this is Jesus Christ and he got the cure for cancer. And you're like, no, if I'm your best friend, we were going along great, and then all of a sudden you just disappeared and I don't know why, then you know what? Go to hell. Moving on. I'm not gonna keep hounding you trying to find out why you mad at me. If you don't even respect me enough to say it, then we weren't as good friends as I thought. And I move on. And that may just be me at this age in my life where I'm just not gonna keep pressing for somebody to be a friend. I have a whole gamut of friends who actually care, who actually return my calls, who actually send me love and light, and who actually burn bay leaves for me when I'm having a bad day. I'm not going to be trying to pursue somebody who's just not even responding to me. Now you're on my asshole list, and Verizon also knows who you are.
Who burns bay leaves for you?
This one lady named Sheri that I know.
They better not be taking my space.
Sheri Berry.
I'll be a jealous woman.
Romantically involved. He is married.
I'll be a jealous woman. Somebody else be burning bay leaves for you.
Miss Monica James, you know that we are psychic. So and let me tell you this, the wife might have been like, absolutely not, because let me tell you, my husband's not having a female best friend, and I don't give a fuck how long they've been together. You're not having a best friend who's a female. Absolutely not. That is an in case of emergency sex partner. No, thank you. You are not.
I need one of those.
As soon as you introduce it, like, oh, this is my best friend Susie Q. All right, then I'm out. You be seeing that little SpongeBob, he be like, all right, then I'm out. A female best friend, I'm not dealing with it. And you can call it what you want, but I'm not inviting nobody in. I'm not inviting anything where there doesn't need to be. It's just not going to be that way. You're not my female. You're not having a female best friend. And we're going to move on.
I think I need one of those in case of emergency best friends right now.
What'd you say?
I said, I think I need one of those in case of emergency best friends right now.
It's literally just a dick in a glass jar. So you can say this is my best friend, but this is I ain't had none in a long time. We was having a glass of wine, and then next thing you know, he was on top of me. best friend. Call it what you want. No. And if I was his wife, no, you're not his best friend. Keep it moving. That's all it, no, absolutely not.
Scandalous. What? Oh, I don't like
Listen,
that.
look, I'm from that family, the old school women, where they be like, when I leave, everybody leave. Ain't none of y'all staying at the house with my husband. You gotta go. If I'm leaving, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. All y'all gotta go. I watch cheaters every day. I just watched this one family break up because the babysitter, she was like a lifelong friend. This was the daughter. She was the babysitter. He would say he was taking her home every day after she got done babysitter, and they was in the park having sex. No, thank you.
Shut the.
Everybody gotta go. Everybody gotta go. Exactly, Angelica, that part. Them old school grandmamas do not play. If I'm leaving, Mary leaving, Susie leaving, blah, blah, leaving, everybody got to go. We got to go. No, ain't nothing y'all saying with my husband. Sorry to tell you. Goodbye. All right, who's next, Keena? But some of what we're saying, Monica, I think you know, like you're asking, but and honestly, deep down, I think you know the answer as to why this person isn't contacting you anymore or what the situation is. You were just hoping that we would say that. I feel like you wanted us to say that he had feelings for you, and that's why he stopped contacting you. And I feel like it was a little bit more like, even if it wasn't to the sexual level, there was some kind of inappropriate flirtation. All right, Miss Lovely. Oh, last name Green. That's what we're gonna go with. May I know how Ricky truly feels about me? Let me tell y'all this. If y'all have to ask that, y'all already know. Because if somebody likes you, they return your calls, they're affectionate for you, they're talking to you. If you're on here asking how this person feels about you, then you kind of already know. Like, describe their behavior. If I say, oh, well, how is blah, 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 and you describe their behavior, is this some behavior that you would want publicly to know? Like, oh, he, takes me out to dinner, he blah, 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 blah. People show you. People can say anything, but do they show you? Like, a lot of people told me they were going to do the 100-mile challenge, but none of them are posting their pics, nor are they walking. So a lot of people can tell you one thing and show you something else. So I'm just saying, if Ricky really liked you, you would know. But I'm going to pull out my true heart cards for you. Okay, if I was in a relationship and it was whether he was saying it versus whether he was doing it, this is your insecurity. This isn't his. If he's showing you, then why are you asking? You know what I'm saying?
Because she wants to hear it.
If a person is taking care, like if I have a husband, he's paying the bills, he's taking care of the kids, he's taking care of me, but he doesn't every single. You knew that along the way that this wasn't that type of person. You have to understand what kind of love language they have. If this isn't that person, then you have to decide right now, am I going to move forward this person? Is their actions better than me also hearing it? Or do I need to hear it and not see it, or do I need both? So you have to decide. If he's showing it and not saying that this is your standstill, this is your walk away. I need to hear it and I need to see it. If you've already had this conversation and you know that he is showing you, but he's not telling you, and you've expressed to him that you would like to hear that, what was the reason that he gave you as to why he wasn't telling you? Like, you guys are making these relationships too complicated. Like, if I said, oh, I really want to hear you say I love you, I really want to say, wanted some affection, and that's not what you do, then I have the choice to decide whether I want to end it here or whether I want to move forward. I can't make you be something that I'm not. If my husband wants somebody who cooks every single day, that might not be what he gets from me. He has to decide whether he's going to move forward with me or whether he's going to leave me and find somebody who cooks every day. Like, you guys are making these relationships too complicated. And I don't have any idea as to how Ricky truly feels about you. If you said he's showing you, then that question doesn't even make sense to me. He shows you that he really likes you. Then what do you want me to say? That he actually does really like you? Give me an example of how he shows you, because maybe he's not showing you in the way that you'd like to be shown. So what is 3 things that he does to show you that he likes you? Okay, then you decide if that's what you want. Listen, you giving me examples as to why he's not very affectionate doesn't mean that you still don't have the choice to walk away. Just because somebody grew up getting abused every week doesn't mean that they have to be abusive. You decide what you want to do and whether you want to walk away. This is your bottom line. You're overcomplicating this. He doesn't show me affection. I want him to show me affection. I can either fight it back and forth with him about him showing me affection and get on his nerves to the point where he leaves, or go ahead, Keena, because I was about to too. Or I can move forward. It's just as simple as that. Y'all guys are making it too hard. If I want somebody who says, I love you, I want somebody who wants to spend time with me, who wants to, be affectionate with me, and that's not what you are, then you're not who I want. But if you're the person who's providing for me and showing me the things that he likes you, then I don't understand your problem. If you want him to say those things that he's not, then you tell him that, and if he's not, then you move on. Like coming to ask me whether and I'm not being mean, I'm being like, I want you to see it clearly and not romanticize something that may not be clear. If he's showing you, like he's clearly showing you that he likes you, but you're not hearing the words that you want to say, that's your issue, not his. If somebody's saying it and not showing it, then that's his. If I'm telling you that I love you, but I never have time for you, I never call you back, I'm sketchy about where I am, then that's his issue. He's saying it, but the evidence of it isn't there. But if he's showing you, and he's not saying it the way that you want to say it, that's your issue. You decide, is him showing it enough for me? And I think that if somebody's showing me, then that's better than him telling me, because you could be lying to me, but what you're showing me is proof in the pudding. Actions speak louder than words. Okay, well, Sheri or one of y'all, can y'all tell her true feelings about him? Because him showing her true feelings isn't enough. Her, like she said, that's her insecurities. And what you're going to do is run him away, because what I'm not going to do is keep having to feed your insecurities over and over and over again. Can you imagine somebody coming up to you and be like, Ma, can I go to the store? No, you can't. Ma, can I go to the store? No, you can't. Ma, can I go to the store? No, you can't. Ma, can I go to the store? I'm not going to keep answering the same thing over and over again, because you don't understand because you don't have the level of understanding of what a relationship is. Like, that's your insecurity. Then that's where you need to work on you. But if you guys want to answer a question, you can, because I feel like if he's clearly showing you, there's nothing to explain to you.
I had the same conversation with an ex-boyfriend at one point, that our love language was completely different. But if you're not able to adjust to their love language, then you're never going to be able to listen. So my ex wanted me to 24/7 text and reassure him that I was in love with him, or that I loved him all the time, which was something that I was not capable of doing because of my job. And he wasn't able to understand that, and it was something that we could not work past. But that is just like me being, what am I trying to say? Let's say like your significant other comes in and brings you a dozen red roses every day, and you're like, I don't like red, I like yellow. You're not being receptive to the fact that they're bringing you red roses because they're not yellow. And that's the idea of perfection. I don't believe in perfection at all, because my favorite Angie, what's your favorite flower?
We had this discussion. What did I say last time? Tulip. I think I said tulip.
Alicia, what's your favorite flower?
Orchids.
Mine is a Gerber daisy. So if Alicia's boyfriend brought me orchids, I'd be like, the fuck is this? It's just a different perspective. And if you don't allow yourself to open up to other people's love language, and you're saying you want him to be verbal, but he can't. So this is kind of your issue, not his. So
And it's still your decision. You decide, this is what I want. He's not able to give it to me. Then I either am able to just move on with not receiving what I want, or I separate. What you want to do is beat him down until he's what you want him to do. I want him to say, I love you. So I'm going to keep on stepping on his neck until he says, I love you, as many times as I needed to feel secure in the relationship. The fact that he brings me lunch, that he pays the bills, that he picks me up from work, that he sends me flowers, all of those things aren't enough. I need to hear him say it. And if he doesn't say it, then I'm not secure in the relationship to know how he feels about me. So you either accept the things that he does, or you decide that this just isn't a relationship for you. Sometimes people just aren't good for you. And so I don't get any negative feelings. I do get that he likes you. Either that or you're okay. And I asked you to tell me some things that he does that lets you know that he likes you. Did you list the things in there that he says that
But she said, I'm not trying to change anyone, but would you be okay if your spouse doesn't tell you I love you?
No, and that's why I wouldn't have married him. This is your decision, honey. You're trying to make it his thing. I also wouldn't be happy if my spouse didn't have any time to spend with me. But if he had time to spend with me, he paid the bills, he brought me things, he fed me, and he was there when I needed him, then that's better than him telling me he loves me every single day. But if I need to hear that, then I need to move on, because that's not what he's going to do. You're saying you're not trying to change him. Yes, you are. You're saying, I want to hear it. He doesn't do it. So what are you going to do? If he's not able to say it, then are you going to stay and not hear it? Or are you going to beat him down until he changes and says it to you every day? It's simple. It's a choice. I either stay in the relationship and don't hear I love you, or I leave the relationship and find somebody who says what I love you. It's not that hard, honey. You're making it harder than it has to be.
And literally, that was with me and my ex. I was not capable of texting him, and he would tell me. In fact, Angie and we had this conversation, and Angie's like, it only takes 2 seconds to text, and I'm like, yeah, but 2 seconds every 15 minutes of your fucking day is ridiculous.
But
and
also,
my ex accepted, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm not going to change. I can't change that.
But also, Lovely Green, my thing is this: it's a lot of women who are being told, I love you, but they're going to work with makeup trying to cover a black eye. Or they're going to work trying to cover bruises because he says it, but he's beating her ass. So this is his way. His way is showing you instead of saying it. And even though you want to hear it, you aren't hearing the ways that he says it. He says it with his actions. And if it bothers you that much, if you've brought it up to him, my little suggestion, maybe counseling might help. But if he's not telling you, but he's showing you, that's a lot more than some women are receiving. Because some women are receiving I love you every day, but they're covering up bruises. So does it?
If your love language is different and you can't meet in the middle, then you need to move on. It's as simple as that. If you can't make him be something he's not. So if he's showing you, which that's what you're saying, then the issue is yours, not his. You need the healing, not him. Again, actions speak louder than words. People can tell you I'm not cheating and then be unavailable for 3 hours because they're at their chick's house. Actions speak louder than words. You're getting the action, but you want the words. Then you need to decide, is it worth, because what is your alternative? Like you've had this discussion with him. You know that he loves you because he shows you he loves you, but he just doesn't say it. So this is your standstill. This is your what'd you say? Not walk away. What is your walk away? Or where is your no, not walk away. What is the goddamn word?
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker. What is your deal breaker? If hearing I love you every day or 3 times a week is what you need, if having somebody to hug you and wanting to nurture you is what you need, but that's not what you're receiving, then this is your deal breaker. You have to walk away. You're going to wear this person down to the point that they're going to walk away. So I understand your question. You want to know how he truly feels, but you said he shows you. So either you don't know, either he's not showing you, or he is showing you, and that's not good enough. And even if he told you, it wouldn't be good enough.
She's saying he's
attempting it's your insecurity. It's not his, it's yours.
And if meeting you in the middle, that's a lot. Okay.
Then I just don't understand the question, because like this is another case of please assure me that he really loves me, even though he is trying. Like you said, he's trying to meet you in the middle. So obviously he's telling you sometimes, obviously he's doing it. And then you're coming to a psychic like, I just need to know one more time. And then I need her to tell me. Then I need her to tell me. Then I'm going to go to another side and I'm asking another person. I'm going to ask another person, because the issue isn't theirs and it isn't anybody else's. It's yours. It doesn't matter. You already said he's meeting you in the middle and he's showing you. Then what else do you want? This is your issue. You need to heal what's in here for you.
She's saying
that's healing.
Well,
oh, okay. Then you know what? Lord help the child. What y'all need is couples counseling. You don't need a reading, honey. Y'all need couples counseling. Go have couples counseling. I don't get that there's any ill intent. I get that he actually does like you. And that's the energy that I get, is that he does like you. I literally see the hurt eyes. If that's not good enough, then I don't know what else to tell you. That's his true feelings. He does like you. So that's what Spirit is telling me. He does like you. If that's not good enough, then maybe you guys need to go to counseling, or maybe you need counseling. And it's okay to need counseling, because honey, we all need a little bit of therapy. All right, Miss Lovely, have a good day. But I know you gonna wear this nigga down. He gonna be like, I'm good.
Never mind, thank you. Really? Okay.
Because she didn't
I've been there
to hear. And I just told her exactly how he feels. He does like her. But again, it's not good enough. She wants to know that he thinks the sun rises and shines off her ass, and that he is totally in love with her, like she's the goddess of the earth. And if we don't say that, then that's not good enough. Again, it's never going to be enough. This is her insecurity, not his. I actually said he likes you. I don't see any negativity. I saw the little heart eyes, and that he appreciates you. So if that's not good enough, then I don't know what else to tell you, honey.
I don't think my approach was harsh, because I've been there.
My approach is harsh because you are annoying the hell out of me right now. And I'm pretty sure you're annoying the hell out of him too. And that's why we're here right now, is because Lord help the child. You have beat this to death.
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the ladies' room.
Next.
How much coffee? I'll be right back.
The second lady was, oh, honey, sometimes Spirit is harsh.
Exactly. Literally, I'm telling you exactly what I see. And you're like, okay, well, never mind. That's not good enough. And that's whatever, honey. Go ahead. You listen, you don't have to talk to me. You don't even have to believe what I'm saying. I'm getting it straight from the higher power. If you want that connection, then you talk to him. You have the same access to the higher power that I have. You just don't like that I'm being honest with you. You want somebody to be like, oh, well, honey, he should tell you that he love you every day. Oh, honey, he should just kiss your hand every time he come in. I'm not. I'm honest. And I told y'all that I'm honest. When spirit tell me, that's what I tell you. And if you don't like the way I deliver it, that's fine. You don't have to listen to it. But I'm not going to lie to you to make you feel good about it. Sometimes we need a little bit of honesty. And I've already been told that I'm harsh. I've been told I'm aggressive. I've been told I'm mean. I've been called a bitch, and I've been through it all. But what I am is telling you the truth as spirit is telling it to me. And sometimes we need a little bit of reality. All right. Well, have a good night, Miss Lovely. I hope that everything works out for you, and I hope that you understand that he does want to be with you, or you end up walking away. But either way, I do wish the best for you in this relationship, honey. But I think you already know the answer. You just came here to try to get something else, and you didn't get the answer that you wanted, so you're beating a dead horse.
Wait, what?
Um,
I'm about to say goodnight. I can't. I can't. I cannot. I cannot.
Katrina, what does it matter? The intention is to rub it in your face. So
let me do this. Let me just, Lord.
I cannot.
I don't even have to read cards for you to tell you.
Cannot.
Don't play into it. Just ignore it. Walk away. Block it.
Okay.
I can't.
Is the person that Katrina met online her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend? I'm getting a yes.
I'm getting a yes.
So that's your answer.
You don't need to know the intention.
The reason she wanted to know, because she wants to know. Listen, obviously your ex-boyfriend is a little douchey, because she wants to know if you and him are still having any contact. She wants to get to know you so she can ask you about him or who you're dating, or you could say, oh, it's such and such. So her intention was to find out what your relationship is or what your connection to that person is. We're women. We have this intuition. Like, come on now.
So he ain't messing with you, and he messing with somebody else.
And she is trying to find out what the status of your relationship is.
Block.
Adjust her crown, tell her it's okay, and then tell her you don't want to play the game. And
don't even adjust her crown. Don't even adjust her crown. It seems like it's some issues she need to work out with him, and that has nothing to do with you.
Tina, who's next?
Why is it 8:50? What? Wait, who?
Say what? Say who?
Will Jennifer ever see her granddaughter and great granddaughter?
We already answered this one before, Angie. We've had this one before.
I got a yes. Next.
We got a yes.
Next. Thank you. Honestly, praise the Lord. Just, I never been so happy to see her.
Kena said she ain't sure if they here.
Honestly, are you still here, honey? Zaria or Zareen, are you still here? These are our last two. Honestly, and Zareen.
I'm about to put the pot pie in the oven.
Megan still in here?
Nobody's answering.
Nobody's home. My head.
Honestly, or Zareen. Zareen, after all that fuss you made about us missing you, are you still here, honey?
No, but where are they?
Well, you both missed it.
Yeah, because what about Megan? Megan, are you still in here?
Is she responding on your Facebook?
She was in my text.
Because we weren't, because I don't think your Facebook was coming through.
I mean, she could just ask us the question and we could just answer. What is her question?
Her question. Can you do a reading for me? Someone from her past has recently moved near her, would like to know their intention.
Toward her?
That's all it says.
This is Megan.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do a card.
That's tricky though.
What are the intentions of the person who just recently moved near Megan? What are the intentions of the person who just recently moved near Megan? One card for this person's intentions. I got the Queen of Swords, and I don't even know how to interpret that. Because the Queen of Swords is somebody who is no nonsense. This is the person that says what they feel and says it how they mean it. Kina, you keep doing that. I hate that. All right, let me clarify that because I don't even know what that could be.
So I
was hoping to get like a for real like Seven of Swords, but or like love. But okay, so the Queen. What are their intentions? Okay, let me say this. Is the person who moved next to Megan, do they have bad intentions toward her? I gotta know. So I don't think that they have bad intentions toward you. Like I feel like there's something that you think is going on. So let me see. Let me clarify this Queen of Swords because I'm not a queen. A queen. Okay, they're usually nurturing, but the sword is the one who cuts through the BS with the knife. Like they know they cut between the truth and the false lies. They say it like they mean it. They think logically.
So I got a Nine of Hearts, which is new home, shift in family relationships. And then
when I say, does this person have any ill intentions toward you, I get no. And then I get that they're just kind of really looking for a friend, like maybe they don't know anybody here. I don't get a negative energy from this person.
Yeah, I got that they're physical and emotional changes or ending. Like so something is physically and emotionally ending for them. So I got that ace, which is a death card, like sudden change.
Like, was your relationship with them like did your relationship end on a negative note? Like, I don't trust this chick, so why is she here? Like, there's some people in my past, if they move close to me outside, I'd be like, I don't know, like, we cool, but we ain't about to be besties.
We gotta be besties.
Just because somebody reconnects with you doesn't mean that you have to reconnect with them. There's a lot of people that have moved here that I'm just like, yeah, I know such and such live here. That's just it. Like my son's barber, we don't all hang out. We just like he moved here and he cuts Brenda's hair. We have a professional relationship. We cool if we see each other out in an event or something like that. We would talk, but we're not hanging out. We're not coming to each other's houses for dinner. I don't get an ill intention. I do get that this person is just literally looking for somebody, like looking for a familiar face. I don't get an ill intention. Even when
Yep.
I clarified, I got the 3 of Wands. I didn't even get anything that was negative. I'll get one more card for clarity.
That's what I got. No real ill intention. It just like it was a move for convenience.
And then you know how sometimes we say, oh, we brag about where we are, or we say how great it is, or sometimes people see how it is, and you're a familiar face. I literally keep hearing familiar face, like you're a familiar face. Unless your relationship was negative. Like I feel like when people ask questions like that, there's something in the background that happened that we don't know about. So unless you and this person had a negative experience in the background and you're wondering if this person is still as shady as they were, that's why I was questioning. But I don't get that this person is has any ill intent in any way.
Yeah, I don't either.
What do I know? What are you getting, Alicia?
Yeah.
And then I got the Princess of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, which is somebody who's just rushing in, all wild and free. Like maybe they made this move, you're the person, they're trying to reconnect with you really fast. And then I had the wish fulfillment, but I got it in the reverse. That's the 9 of Cups. That's the wish fulfillment. So they're again just hoping to reconnect with somebody who is familiar.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Alicia?
I just went along with Pendism. I'm not really getting any energy from it.
Yeah, I guess if she wants to talk online, we can, but I don't get any bad feelings from it.
I don't either. So I told her what time that we started on her reading. So she said she's sorry that she has a family issue happening right now.
Listen, when you got littles, everything is a big, like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Littles don't care about your time. They like, I need your attention right this minute.
Exactly.
And my
So
pop
my chicken is waiting, my potatoes are waiting, and my gravy needs to be made. Like, my stomach is like, listen, you either go feed me or we just go pass out right here online. It was a great night with you all. I loved it. I won't be back until Sunday. I won't be here Wednesday. It'll be Sheri and Don. But I definitely will watch the replay. I'll be online tomorrow and Tuesday. Look, I'll be on every day this week until Friday. And I may do a pop-up on Friday because I don't have to work on Friday, and I might do a pop-up little reading on Friday.
Playing cards.
Say that again, Sheri.
What did you think about the playing cards?
I like them. I think the only issue is just kind of being like, well, is that a sword or is that a heart? Like once you get the connection down pat, you'll be fine. There's a guy that I watch. His name is Minnow Pond, Minow Pond. He I think that's how you spell it. He does both. Like he has this one deck that has those in there, and he may do some oracles. Like his spread is elaborate, and he sometimes uses the regular cards in there. But he's very familiar with them, so it doesn't even take him a minute to be like, oh, this is associated, this is associated that. But I guess when you get that down packed, you'll know.
Yeah. And I touched it on
Did
fire.
You like it? I remember, listen, all I cared about was, did you set my hair on fire?
No, but my desk was on fire. Like,
do you like them?
I do.
Miss Julie, how was the psychic fair? I totally did not make it this morning. And I said I might go and sit in with Miss Susan, but I did not. At that time I literally was outside walking in the rain.
Yeah. And I am definitely gonna learn the bones a little better. So I've got my rabbit skin and my bones for throwing bones in here.
Miss Julie says she likes the cards, Sheri Berry.
Okay, good.
Do you feel a connection to them? Like, do you feel like you do?
I do. I felt it was like
better than your oracle.
Not necessarily. I just feel like it's another tool.
Yeah.
And I really did, like, I love my natural magic, but I really felt a huge connection with my hoodoo class. I'm really, I was kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe I paid this much money for this hoodoo class, but I'm actually really glad I did. Really, really, really glad that I did that. The fuck? I like expanding what I know.
Me too. But I don't know that I'm committed to any other one thing anymore.
Okay. So hey, I gotta tell y'all something. So on Thursday,
you were supposed to be going a long time ago. Are you being rude to your dad?
No, he didn't answer. So I'm not gonna go show up at a place where somebody's not there. Right?
Julie said, what class are you taking next year? Also, when are we doing happy hour, Thursday or Friday for your birthday?
I don't know. My birthday's on Thursday. I will be 54.
Look what Lewis got me.
That is really pretty.
Okay, guys, we're going to wait. Were you supposed to be taking another class in January?
No, I don't have any classes left for this year. My next class, I have a balance of like $300 that I owe. I don't have $300 right now, so it'll probably be in March. I'm going to take a full herbologist class. And it'll be on Saturdays from 9 to 2. So I just have to finish making payments on that. And then I'll have a certification in herbology. So I'm kind of like DL on my classes right now. So I will just be joining you guys, I think, for the rest of the year. Unless something pops up that's going to be fun and affordable.
Exactly. All right, guys, we're going to say good night. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope that you all enjoyed our time. We hope that we gave you guys some healing, some tough love, some understanding, and just some great conversation for tonight. So see you all next week. Again, Shauna will be on in the morning, Susan and Don on Tuesday, Sheri Berry and Don on Wednesday. Thursday will be Sean and Shauna. And Sunday we'll be back with us. All right. Bye, guys.